because we're behind you 100%, keeping away unwanted intruders.
De la entre como el sue. ¡Salido, Dios!
Sadamigo, ay, 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 ay.
Yeah.
Sadamigo, don't worry about that guy. Sadamigo, when you are in bed, it's like having eyes in the back of your head.
Sadamigo, Frigamall Industries, Cancun, Mexico.
Sadamigo, Fligamal Industries, Cancun, Mexico.
You don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work, everybody.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Which is why Tom likes it. Hey, you know, some people just can't grow up.
I bought some Twinkies. I bought some ding-dongs. I bought some hoes and some powdered sugar donuts. I poured some sugar in my Pepsi. I had 7 cups of coffee with some fudge. I ate a Snickers bar. I ate an Almond Joy. I poured some sugar on a Milky Way and ate it. And now I'm driving on the freeway. And if you cut me off, I think I'm gonna kill you. Yeah, kill you. I pulled a booger out of my nose. I poured some sugar on the booger and I ate it. I'm eating sugar boogers. Yeah, sugar, kill you. Sugar's good. Yeah, beep.
He beeped there at the end because
That was
it's,
an answering machine,
answering
was it
machine
not?
message.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Hey, man, it's Donnie Baker.
Hey, Donnie.
Hey, I heard you guys talking about that man with 13 inches of pork.
Yeah, 13 and a half.
Crazy. You guys know Jamie Vickers? You know, drummer for Velvet Donger?
No.
It's the Bob and Tom Show.
You loved it so much, you've asked for more. The Bob and Tom Show proudly presents The Sounds of Thanksgiving, a second helping. You'll meet your niece's new boyfriend.
So, Trent, is it? What's your plans after you finish school?
Dude, I'm just throwing myself into my music. I just bought this dope-ass van, so I plan on hitting the road with your niece and my band.
And your band's name again is?
Donkey Punch, but we may change it to Fistus Interruptus.
Sounds of Thanksgiving, a second helping. And don't forget your drunk racist uncle.
You know, the problem nowadays is all these damn people having babies.
What are you talking about, Bill? You don't have any kids because you haven't been sober enough to get an erection since 1978.
The Sounds of Thanksgiving, a second helping. You'll get your elderly great aunt with the huge bosom who smothers everyone with hugs.
Come here, Travis. Give your Aunt Dorothy a hug. You've gotten so big since I last saw you.
Aunt Dorothy, I can't breathe. They're smothering me and they smell like gin.
And we didn't forget the kid who's home from college for Thanksgiving.
You know, my poli-sci professor says that Thanksgiving is actually a holiday created to push consumerism through the United States. It's basically a capitalist conspiracy. After dinner, I'm heading down to the mall to protest Black Friday. By the way, Mom, I need $500 to get another pair of Yeezys.
The Sounds of Thanksgiving, a second helping. You'll get your brother's precocious little 6-year-old son, Alex.
Do you like boogers?
No.
Then don't eat the stuffing.
The Sounds of Thanksgiving, a second helping. And we didn't forget the deep fried turkey.
I was thinking of remodeling the garage anyway.
From Bob and Tom Audio Production.
Hey, have a happy Thanksgiving, everybody, but be careful. Any family gathering, of course, just
don't set the garage on fire, first of all.
tragedies right around. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Hi.
Chick. I was very excited. I've got some. I got some mail from the general. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The general?
Oh yes.
The insurance guy? Hi, Pat.
Not that.
Hey, Chick.
Christy?
Hi, Chick.
Josh?
Hey, Chick.
Ace? Willie!
Hey, Chick.
There he is. In place where he should be, not home with his feet up, with a drink with an umbrella in it.
Just
looking at the radio going, listen to those poor son of bitches.
Oh, he'd be sleeping, I think, if he were home. Yeah.
Do you like to sleep, Willie? What's your record for sleep? Hours in a row.
Thank you, guys. You ruined sleep for me. I used to love sleep. I can't even sleep anymore.
Tom, your thought? What's wrong with your kid?
I have no idea. Okay. I tried. I failed several times. Well, welcome to the program. We have a lot to get to today. I'm glad you're here today, the 23rd of November, 2020.
Yeah.
Hi, Christy. How are you?
I'm great, Tom. How are you?
Some fall colors hinted at in your sweater there. The sleeves, kind of a nice.
They're orange and purple.
Yeah.
From the Good and Plenty connection?
Yes.
Their collection? Yeah.
Very nice. Josh, with his traditional. By the way, Josh is famous for not speaking during the first break. So I'll just point out the fact that he's here. Cause
you some people are like savants. Didn't Kathleen Madigan, she says, thinks everyone's a savant. They just don't know what they are at a savant yet because they haven't tried it.
Right.
I could be a savant at playing the violin. I've never tried.
I doubt it, but
you, Tom Griswold, are a savant at pissing people off instantly with like 6 words. You do it to me, you do it to Josh, you do it to Chris.
Every day.
Josh, once again, the Dinty Moore collection, auditioning every day to be on the can of stew.
No, it's
lumberjack look.
He doesn't talk this first hour, is what's pissing him off, which is not true.
Has he said anything yet?
All right, I challenge anyone
Get a word in
to
edgewise.
go back and listen and tell me where I should have spoken, how I would have.
That's
We can go back and draw it up and look at it if you'd like.
One could say he holds back and waits.
He lurks in the bushes.
We have a lot of sports to get to today. We also have some really interesting letters.
Is that right?
Yeah. Most of the letters are about the same subject.
Me? What about me?
No, it's about passwords. We had the annual...
Yeah, the top passwords of 2020. I have that here.
Yeah, list of the worst passwords.
Isn't there an adult password out there? Like the password is whore. Something like
really?
that.
That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure a lot of people.
that.
A lot of people do that. Then at some point that becomes kind of embarrassing.
Well, no,
did they do that on the cable guy?
Oh,
remember
did they?
He introduced a sort of adult password.
Is bowls in the key? Are the keys in the bowls? Are those far behind when somebody starts dirty password?
No, that's bowls. Like the next party.
Climax. All right. Well, let's put our keys in this bowl and whichever car keys you pull out.
Yeah, I think it would be some situation in which someone's laid up in the hospital and. Well, they have to access his computer. He was on a morphine drip, and they got him to. We got his password.
See, now his
password is sorry toots wrong hole.
Jeez.
Whoa. Capital S. Any characters in that?
Then $sign. I forgot.
You've mentioned this many times before. Christy can back me up on this. You're very paranoid about being under some sort of drug and giving away secrets.
Yep.
You're terrified of this.
Is that the truth?
Yep.
Well, every
time you go, everyone should be.
If you have to have the Verised, you have issues.
What secrets do you have?
Versed?
I have no secrets. I'm just talking general terms here, Christy. I'm just saying passwords are important. And
the top password last year was 123456.
Yeah, I get some of them make sense. I've got the top 20 here. Then people, what is it, like number 10 is the same thing
Senha,
backwards.
whichever.
Senha is the one I didn't get. That's number 10.
And that's Portugal or some Portuguese
Yes, I've
for
received
password
50 letters saying that means password in Portuguese.
Yeah.
But why?
Yeah.
Why is that popular? Are there a lot of people that speak Portuguese?
Apparently.
Or are we in Rhode Island?
An inordinate number of Portuguese computer users.
Maybe.
It just seems like, why wouldn't it be whatever password is in French or Spanish?
Yeah.
I don't know. But it's important to have different passwords. And I found out something very interesting about Josh.
What's that?
Josh had kind of a slow burn on and off the air because this article suggests that you use some kind of password program. They give the examples of a company called LastPass or numeral 1 password. in which I guess you get one password and then it assigns very difficult passwords to your various magazines and emails, et cetera, et cetera. Josh, what happened to you?
I had LastPass, and I can't use it anymore because I forgot my password for it.
Now, this sounds like an episode of, I don't know, either Abbott and Costello or perhaps Larry David.
And I tried to get it back, and it was like an impossible thing. And
so you only had to remember one password.
Well, it held all my passwords, yeah. So I could go and go, what was my password for that again? I could go to LastPass and I could go and look.
You couldn't reset your password on LastPass?
No, that's what made it like it was a really difficult thing to do. I forget why. I just ended up deleting the app.
Put your one password on a Post-it note?
Yeah,
I've done. You know what?
That's my big concern is I'm going to run out of Post-it notes for all these passwords.
I have a couple passwords on Post-it notes. In fact, they're in my office right now. But I didn't write down what they were passwords for.
My iPhone remembers all my passwords for me and sees my face.
Now that's the same
lets
here.
me in everything.
Same here. Now, this was a couple of years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a suggestion for the Apple people, by the way, that you just reminded me.
I haven't written anything down in 6 years.
Hear me out on this. And they may have already done this, and I haven't, and I'm not aware of it. But they have this facial recognition thing. Obviously, you look at your phone and it opens up. Except between wearing sunglasses and wearing face masks, it never opens up.
Right.
I forget which, polarized or non-polarized, you can't get in. But it doesn't. I'm just saying, is there a way to set this thing direct? There probably is, and I'm an idiot. But you have to check in wearing your mask. I think.
You'd have to reset it.
I'm saying, can you have 3 different ones? Can you have me with sunglasses on, me with a face mask?
Pretty sure you can.
Yes.
Yeah.
I need to do that.
Yeah. No, you're not going to do it. You're going to continue writing them on Post-it.
You want to know something kind of fun is when it used to be, it got it off your thumbprint.
Yeah.
When I asked my buddy for his password, changed the song or whatever, and then without him knowing, I put my thumbprint in his phone so I could get into his phone whenever I wanted. And then a couple months later, we were out drinking together in Wisconsin, and I go, hey, give me your phone. And he just goes, what? And I just take his phone and I get into it.
Yeah.
And he goes, what have you done? How did you get your thumbprint onto that? Very fun little sneaky thing you can do.
Sneaky. Change people's home screen pictures. I like doing that.
Well, the most famous one is the Peyton Manning brothers. Peyton and was it Peyton and Eli? And they did a scam at a famous SNL party in which I believe it was Eli. He switched Kevin Nealon, the very fine comedian and actor. He switched Kevin Nealon's language to Chinese or Korean or something with a couple of quick swipes. So be careful out there. In any event, passwords, for whatever reason, according to this news account, Senha is number 10.
Yeah.
Portuguese for why? I just don't get it. And then, of course, the usual suspects: QWERTY, I love you. Another odd one is Aaron431.
Yeah, I Googled that and I couldn't find an explanation.
I'm always afraid that these ones that I don't know are some sex move or something. Oh, you didn't know that? Aaron431 means from the back.
Your fourth and third finger.
Right, okay, yeah. Okay, very good. Now you'll notice, ladies and gentlemen, Josh is speaking. We've awakened
No.
the sleeping beast.
You know, after that time, I was speaking. Now you're not hearing from me for 3 hours.
Now you can hear nothing but Josh on the famous That Josh Arnold podcast. Where do you get that, Josh?
You get that at the podcasting place.
Which is right next door to the place that just sells tape at the mall, I think. Okay, at the podcasting place. Also, there's the Bits and Pieces podcast featuring Willie G, Jason Hofsetz, and the Jessica twins, Ms. Hooker and Ms. Alsman, talking about things from this show. I got some great mail to get to. And if you'd like us to read your password on the air, please send it to us.
We get letters.
We're not going to read their passwords on the air.
Of course, I'm just joking.
And I know we're going to talk about the hero of the weekend.
Who's the hero of the weekend?
He saved his puppy from the alligator in the water.
Oh, yeah, we have that story. Absolutely.
Hell.
Have you seen this video?
I mean, the alligator was like the same size as the puppy, but still.
He's a badass.
No, this guy's fingers got kind of half shredded. But did you see that when in that video, it says we have muted the sound because it's too disturbing?
Oh, I'm sure.
You must not listen to this. You must not listen to this. Please, you must never listen to this.
The point of the puppy is okay.
He never lost his cigar either. You know,
I did notice that.
On the cigar.
Florida man strikes again.
Yep.
Got to work on a jingle. Florida man.
Now, check what did the alligator news have to say about this story, though?
intruder in our most luscious pond grabs child,
steals food
out of children's mouth. Mr. and Mrs. Alligator of 1940 Condo Way. It's a nightmare. That guy's wanted.
I bet.
He said the gator.
His picture's up in
he
post
said the
office
gator
alligator.
shot out of the pond like a missile.
I bet, man.
And it's a little dog too.
Oh, come on.
What?
Yeah, I would. That dog's too little. It's too.
He is little.
He's weird looking.
It's a puppy. Come on.
It's not going to get that much bigger.
Yeah, well, if he walks him on a leash now.
Well, you say that guy's a hero. I say my brother John is a hero for over the weekend, and I will tell you why coming up.
Okay. Not only is he talking.
No, it's not an awe situation.
Not only is he talking, but he's given us
teaser
window into
preview.
His soul. We had Sunday Night Football last night.
We'll find out what happened in just a second. Right now,
Chiefs win last night late.
There goes the teaser. Wow.
But how did they do it? Oh, it was heartbreaking.
Oh, was it?
Heartbreaking.
Was my man involved?
Oh, yeah. 28 seconds.
Hey,
left.
spoiler alert. Okay, sorry.
Oh, man, that's tough.
Oh, hey, sorry, I heard your team lost. Okay, now speaking of good things, Navy Federal Credit Union. Josh, you're a big fan. Christy, you're a big fan.
Absolutely. And, Veterans Day just passed, but at Navy Federal, we like to show our appreciation by saying thank you in a meaningful way to our veterans because we're inspired by their service. They make it their mission to understand the unique needs of veterans and to offer the resources, products, and services that will help members every step of the way.
Such as, Christy, those low APR credit cards, market-leading savings rates, and 24/7 customer service and support. They have partnerships with Veterans Employment Assistance Programs and resources such as the Best Careers After Service and Best Cities After Service.
So if you're a veteran who would like to join a credit union that puts you and your needs first, well, you need to visit NavyFederal.org/veterans or check out #GratitudeMission.
That's right. Christy and I both proud members of Navy Federal because our fathers were in the service, and you can be in any branch of the military, Navy,
right.
Army, any one of them. At Navy Federal, our members are the mission. Insured by the NCUA, value claim based on Navy Federal's 2019 member give back study.
Once again, Josh, rehearsing for a new staging of. You'll be singing. No, Old Man River, I believe, is your big number at the end.
Showboat.
Coming up, we've got that. We've got human meat.
I'm sorry?
Yes.
Human meat.
Human meat. I would not recommend this for Thanksgiving. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
You're so weird.
You have no idea. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Hey, Mark Allison here with you on a Monday morning. It's November 23rd, 2020. Like Santa, this comes but once a year. Bob and Tom's Christmas comedy cuts played all season long. From Thanksgiving afternoon until Christmas night, we'll be laughing all the way. It's a wonderful laugh all this holiday season on Bob and Tom 24/7. There you have it, folks. On the way, holiday fun and frivolity right here on the comedy station for Bob and Tom. I'm 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. Taylor Swift won her third consecutive Artist of the Year prize at the American Music Awards, but missed the show for a good reason. She says she's busy re-recording her song's masters after her catalog was sold. Swift beat out Bieber, Post Malone, Roddy Ricch to win the top award. She also won Favorite Music Video and Favorite Pop Rock Female Artist. AC/DC are back on top of the Billboard 200 album chart. Their Power Up album moved 117,000 units in its first week of release. It's the band's third #1 album, along with Black Ice and For Those About to Rock. And finally, what's good news for the tiny owl found in Rockefeller Center Christmas tree may turn out to be bad news for mice in the area where it will be released. The saw-whet owl, named Rockefeller, has been preparing for release back into the wild. He's been eating down an endless supply of mice at the Wildlife Refuge Center. He was discovered a week ago by a worker setting up the tree in Midtown Manhattan. Rockefeller has since been gorging on mice to get his strength back in advance of his being released sometime soon. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
It once was sweet and juicy, mine for the picking. Now it's turkey jerky, not finger licking. Grandma's got a dry bird, no one wants to taste hers. And I'm all out of drippings and can no longer baste her. Grandma's got a dry bird. Yeehaw!
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Good morning, sunshine. To the max, there's baloney in our sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
I left work early, drove right home. Didn't know you'd be here. Well, now that you are, there's only one thing I'd like you to do, my dear. Honey, pull up my skirt, undo my blouse, peel off my pantyhose. Baby, take off my bra and my spiked heels. Honey, take off all of my clothes. Take them all off, baby. Honey, pull down the shades, turn down the lights, lock up all of the doors. If I catch you wearing my clothes again, honey, I will file for divorce. Bob, that skirt doesn't even go with that blouse. Now put on this apron and go do the dishes.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, which begs the question, why do you need Bob and Tom 24/7?
Yeah, but it turns out I don't sleep well anyway. I've been grinding my teeth. I didn't know I grind my teeth until I woke up. My husband was pouring coffee beans into my mouth. What a weird way to save time in the morning.
No kidding, but it's fresh coffee. Hey, 621 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you very much. It is indeed, and that's Christy Lee right there. She's got the forecast.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Partly cloudy today, high 44. Cloudy with occasional showers overnight, low 38. Morning showers make way for cloudy skies Tuesday and a high of 49. Clear and 36 currently.
Thank you very much, Christy Lee. I'll remind you that there's some cool stuff going on out there, including those Christmas lights at the State Fairgrounds. Speaking of Christmas, I got my tree details coming up. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Did I mention that our engineer, Ace Cosby, is also the proprietor of the Ace Cosby Joke of the Day? Proudly brought to you by Omaha Steaks. Oh, that's right. OmahaSteaks.com. Don't forget to type in BTS in the search bar. Take advantage of the exclusive offer only for Bob and Tom Show listeners. It's a special holiday offer.
Special.
Now, where was I? Oh, there's Chick McGee. There's Josh. I'm Tom. There's Willie G. Christy Lee is through the glass over there on the left. Through the glass on the right is Pat Godwin. Hello. Pat, we got to give you an assignment of some sort here today. Oh, we'll get to that in just a second. We'll get you working on a song over there in the, we're now calling it the laboratory. I've got the laboratory sound effect. There you go. Wow. Mr. Godwin working in this laboratory.
It's alive.
With enough electricity, I think we can make this creature live.
What rhymes with poop?
Everything.
Coming up, we have an official letter from NORAD. That's right. The North American Aerospace Defense Command. Oh, that's right. They're communicating with us about Santa Claus. It's very important stuff for the kids, so we'll get to that coming up. In the meantime, we do turn to the sports page with Chick McGee.
Oh, I was having fun listening.
You want to hear about NORAD?
Yeah, they're Santa Claus, right? That's their big deal, right?
You want that?
Yeah, well, I got a letter from the general at the North American Aerospace Defense Command.
Good morning, General.
Really?
That's right. Oh, yes.
He does more than most people do all day.
He says, Dear Bob and Tom Show, greetings from the North American Aerospace Defense Command. I was listening to the Bob and Tom Show when you were talking about NORAD tracking Santa. I want to thank you for the shout out.
Of course. Thank you for your work.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, NORAD.
Could I get him to invade my neighbor? Is that? I know we can really intricate.
7 days a week, 24 hours a day. They're kind of busy doing things.
Yeah.
But of course, the general writes, for the past 65 years, we at NORAD have had the honor of a special mission, that of tracking Santa's safe passage through North American aerospace on December 24th. This year is no exception. He goes on to point out that you can actually follow Santa in a number of different ways, which we're going to lay out for you a little bit later on.
All right.
So if you want to follow Santa, you can do it on the internet. They've got a special phone numbers with people answering to tell you where Santa is. So.
And Fauci has come out and said that Santa has innate immunity, which means he's never going to have corona. Never, ever, ever.
There you go. The Santa, we've got some huge, great Santa news.
Yes.
Get ready, kids.
All is not lost.
Oh, my God.
Josh,
Okay, now, and
Josh,
see-
this is what happens when you're an only child. And
Hey, wake up.
Remain
Coffee, kids.
bitter.
I feel bad about what I said about invading my neighbor. I didn't mean it, because when this started with the pandemic and we started, I had a note in my mailbox that thanks for staying on the air and keeping us laughing. From your neighbors, it said.
Have you met your neighbors?
2. I think Leonard, and I forget the lady's name, but her dog's name's Brandon, I think.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
In other words, you really haven't met them.
No, I haven't met them.
Anybody?
I listened to them talk to me.
I know this is the.
What do you want?
If I could uninvent anything, it would probably be the leaf blower.
I got a battery-powered leaf blower that's badass.
Well, my neighbor did the 12-hour leaf blowing session the other day.
Oh, yeah, that gets rough.
Well, you got a lot of leaves. You have a wooded area.
But just, come on.
I got a guy
Give it a rest, will you?
About 2 weeks ago, that time of year, every year, he gets up on his roof and blows leaves out.
Wow. Yeah, I get it. And this guy all day and until it was dark.
Wow.
I kind of don't get blowing leaves. Leaves are meant to fall and decompose on the ground.
It's a mulch.
Let them fall.
It's really weird when people don't use the biodegradable bags to put them in. They just put them in like hefty bags.
Yeah.
Like what the? You're taking nature, you're putting it in something that can't degrade.
Right.
And that doesn't make any sense to me.
You turn nature into litter.
Anybody ever look at a full forest? Nobody's raking leaves out there.
I didn't do anything with my leaves last year, and they covered my ground. And by the spring, they were all gone.
Because they blown onto your neighbor's lawn.
No, they did it.
Yeah, that's called God's leaf blower. That's what that's called.
I think we're overdoing it with the leaf blowing.
I just know that it's just, after a while, I get it. I mean, I own a leaf blower, but after an all day, yeah. This is the same house that used to have a heat pump.
Yeah.
Primarily pumped out some audible tone that
we should start
kept all life away. The new guy at least replaced the heat pump.
Rough inventions, heat pumps, water beds. What else have kind of gone by the wayside?
I don't know, but they got whatever they replaced it with doesn't make the noise all day. I'm just saying, sorry, I got off track. I'm a little irritated, but you talked about neighbors and got me going. We'll hear from NORAD coming up. Once again, Mr. McGee, what happened in sports?
Sunday night football last night.
Hey, I haven't watched the game yet.
Well,
he hasn't watched the game, chick.
Tough. Patrick Mahomes,
my man,
threw a 22-yard touchdown pass to Travis Kelce with 28 seconds left, and the Kansas City Chiefs avenged their only loss in the last 12 months. 35-31 victory over the fill-in city here Raiders. Mahomes passed for 348 yards, led 2 go-ahead scoring drives in the frantic fourth quarter for the defending Super Bowl champions. Derek Carr passed 275 yards, 3 touchdowns. Not enough.
Can you imagine if all news worked the way Ace would like it to right now?
Oh, yeah. It's tough to do.
We have a story out of France. No, I haven't seen that yet. I have an article saved on that. I haven't read it yet.
No, the president has been isolated in the bunker. There appears to be an imminent attack. Sorry. Ace doesn't believe it till I see it.
I'm not going to believe it.
I wouldn't believe it if you see it. Not then, man. Also yesterday in the NFL, Cincinnati quarterback Joe Burrow's rookie season is done. Burrow carted off the field a knee injury during Sunday's 20-9 loss against Washington. CBS chose not to show the injury to Mr. Burrow. Apparently, it's available on YouTube. He was tackled by the Washington's John Allen. After the game, he posted on Twitter, "Thanks for all the love. Can't get rid of me that easy. See you next year."
That's a shame, though. And I didn't know who's
13
quarterbacking
touchdowns,
your Washington team now.
5 picks. Alex Smith, who was basically doing it on one leg. And there's a ESPN documentary about it. It's called Project 11 or Project Alex or something. It's great about how he came back from He almost died. And then he almost lost his leg, and then but he's out there quarterbacking now. Other winners in the NFL yesterday, Carolina, they blanked the Lions. Cleveland, Houston, New Orleans, Pittsburgh.
What was it, a cuss word? You can't say it?
Yeah, they really got him. The old, you know what? They blanked him up the old blank.
Oh, boy.
It's hard to fight both of you.
Keep it up. I'm going to blank you, all right?
Washington, Denver, the Chargers, Dallas, overtime games. Tennessee beat Baltimore, and the Colts beat Green Bay 34-31. And speaking of that, Green Bay
in OT.
Green Bay lost to the Colts in Indianapolis. Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Wow, that's a name.
His wide receiver says, he received death threats over his fumble in overtime. He fumbled at the Packers. What was it? The Packers looks like the 32, and the Colts recovered the fumble, and Hot Rodrigo
Blankenship
hit the game-winning field goal, and Indianapolis wins 34.
We have more on the Detroit blanking.
Oh, good.
Morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Hello.
Hi, who's this?
This is Tammy from Cincinnati.
Hi, Tammy.
Was at the in-laws for Thanksgiving dinner. They had separated or were divorced after 26 years of marriage, so the mom was putting on the dinner by herself. After prayer, everyone's sitting there nice and quietly, so she wants to read a little poem.
Oh, no.
Everybody starts laughing. It makes her really mad, so she stands up and she says, "You don't know the hell I've lived through the past 26 years. Your father always wanted to blank me up the blank, and I've got the hemorrhoids to prove it."
Well, that was still
all right. Now can you go home?
Dad, did you hear?
Stand up and read a poem.
Did you hear who won the game for the Colts? The man with the last name so dirty we can't even say it, Rodrigo Blankenship.
Blankenship.
Yeah.
Wow. Look what he did to that ship.
Get that Blankenship in the harbor, will ya?
Yeah, just during COVID-19, the level of discourse.
Oh,
all this blanking.
A lot of blanking.
College football. Alabama is now unanimous number one in the Associated Press college football poll. You're still telling me I can't vote on this, huh, people? All right, that's fine. Northwestern has moved up to 11. Notre Dame comes in at 2. Ohio State 3. Clemson and Texas round out.
Northwestern of what?
The top 5.
I hate when they do that.
Northwestern by
Northwestern.
Northwestern.
Southeast where? What?
Hey, in all
Help
seriousness,
me, I want to learn.
Chick, in all seriousness, though, Northwestern is near my favorite chicken wing restaurant, so let's pay respect when we talk about Northwestern.
Respect.
Has Northwestern ever played Northeastern?
Yeah, how come they don't play?
I don't think Northeastern, the one you're thinking of, has a football team. Is that in Boston? Northeastern. That's really nice. Time now for Today in Sports History.
What about in chess? I mean,
Maybe in chess.
Well, I don't think they'd have it. On this day in 1904, the first Olympic Games close in St. Louis. Yeah.
First clothed Olympic Games.
Oh, that's
In
right.
1904?
Up
Yeah, it
until
was
then.
very Greek until
then.
1904.
Very blank and Greek.
Yes.
Okay. Unbelievably Greek. Let's see what else we got here. 1947, Washington football. Then the Redskins' Sammy Ball passed for 6 touchdowns. You want to hear some more Washington football history?
Sure. Please.
I didn't. I like 1960. Dodgers outfielder Frank Howard voted National League Rookie of the Year. Remember Frank Howard? Big guy hitting the ball. Man, oh man, he's something else. 1965 Heisman Trophy. Mike Garrett. Any of this helping anybody? Anybody? 1980 the CFL.
Go back to the Olympics thing. I've got some
Grey
questions.
Cup, huh?
I guess it was in conjunction with the World's Fair, 1904 World's Fair in St. Louis.
St. Louis.
So it was in St. Louis, so it appears that St. Louis can't keep anything.
Yeah, couldn't keep the Olympics, the Rams, the
Cardinals.
Josh, the Arizona Cardinals. Me, I left.
Josh, I heard that. Josh, I heard that Ted Drews is moving to L.A. Can you believe that?
There are 10 people who know what you're talking about.
Some frozen custard fanatics.
What's going on? And now, speaking of sports, my favorite sport, of course, I'm the foremost Anglophile in the United States. A snooker player has fessed up to farting during a competition and blaming it on the referee.
It was I. Now, I don't know anything. Snooker, is that the one that it's pool without the holes?
I don't, and it's red and white balls. I have no idea.
I couldn't follow the rules either.
They don't have holes.
So many, there's so
Pockets.
many banks.
I don't know.
And the table's bigger or something.
Right.
I don't know anything
It looks
about
like
it.
pool, but I'm sorry,
they got sticks and balls. That's about it.
Okay, well, that describes many sports.
Ronnie O'Sullivan
Billiards is a group of sports, not
playing against Matthew Stevens.
So can you get a pool table and get like things that plug up the hole so you can play snooker?
I guarantee, yeah.
I bet.
Well, no, you just get a snooker table because a snooker table is bigger than a regular billiard table.
Right, I think that's not. Isn't snooker under the billiards umbrella?
I do not know.
What's the one with the little
I'll
bumpers?
find something I care less about than this.
My
I don't think
last
so.
breath in my body.
What's the one with the little bumpers?
What is that sound?
That's bumper pool.
Is that called
That's
bumper
a pinball
pool?
machine.
The rest of you guys hearing that? What is that?
I don't know. What does it sound like?
Oh, Christy, hey, how's it going?
So I'm sorry. So they're playing snooker, and this is some kind of international competition, and the guy breaks wind?
Yes.
Hilarious. Do we have audio? That would make the story far too interesting.
Yeah. Here it is. Ronnie O'Sullivan was playing against Matthew Stevens during Snooker's Northern Ireland Open. Oh, it's the big one.
Oh, sure.
When someone passed
It's a blast.
gas. Announcer Neil Folge had said, I don't know who it was, but I've got my suspicions. As the camera panned to a grinning O'Sullivan. The camera then turned to a referee with the commentators pointing out how red in the face the official appeared. Mr. O'Sullivan later admitted that he, was the one who had broken wind.
You have referees in a billiards game?
Well, yeah, you got to go on the up and up.
No scratching, no accidental
moving of a ball or something.
Not
This
only.
This guy has a famous nickname. Because Christy, did you ever see the movie The Hustler?
Sure.
Great movie. Jackie Gleason, Paul Newman. This guy is known as Minnesota Farts.
That's pretty good.
It was right there. As an obscure reference to
Minnesota Fats, of course.
I say we start using the following immediately, quick, fast, and in a hurry. Ronnie O'Sullivan admitted he was the one who broke wind. He said after the match, I dropped my guts.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
Well, that's
Whoa.
hell of a fart.
Whoa. I said to the ref, was that you? But I was kidding. I took full ownership. He added he's had some stomach issues in the last 3 months. He needs to go get that checked out.
If your flatulence has a medical history, you may want to go outside. I'll be right back. Referee, I have to foul the...
Is there anything worse than gas on the plane? You can't get away from it. You can't.
On a plane?
Nobody admits
Yes.
it.
You want to know what's worse than gas in a plane?
Yeah, go.
Coronavirus. Back to you.
I don't know. I think I'd rather risk the virus than the last guy I was next to.
Really? Is that what you're going to do to me?
Well, I was going to say, I feel like there's kind of a nice
You did
buzz.
that to me. Huh?
Oh, there's a nice buzz on the airplane. You can fart, nobody hears it. No one knows where it's coming from.
Yeah, but can we start fart shaming on planes? If next time you smell it, you say, who was it? Who farted?
Who farted?
Have you ever? Have you ever done the thing where you reach up after it smells? You reach up and grab that movable little fan gizmo and point it at the guy next to you, and then kind of look at him like, oh, I know. We're trying to get this out of here.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? I don't know much about pool. I used to play a little bit, but isn't it called a run when you
run the table?
You can run the table.
Sure,
yeah.
Run the table?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if
It'd be rather unfortunate if
that.
the announcer said it. It looks like Mr. O'Sullivan apparently.
Mr. O'Sullivan
running in his underwear.
He later won his second match, reached the quarterfinals. I'm sure we don't know what happened after that, and we don't have audio. World record coming up. I know I say this a lot, but one of the worst world records this reporter's ever come across.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll find out what that is. I'm certainly looking forward to that.
You'll
one.
say, Chick, you were right.
Speaking of this reporter, that man over there is Chick McGee, who turned me on to the Raycon earbuds. That's right.
A couple years ago, I'd had it. With buying earbuds and being disappointed time after time. Either they sounded like blank, or they wouldn't sync. Not anymore. I found the Raycons a couple years ago, and now they're sponsors. Raycon's wireless earbuds, seamless Bluetooth pairing, comfortable noise isolating fit just for you. Start listening right away and keep listening for hours. Great charge time. Audio quality, amazing, of course, comparable to what you get from other premium brands. Except Raycons start at half the price. So this holiday season, get them something they can use for calls or music, for work or play, to escape the family at home. Just slip your Raycons in and just sit back and close your eyes at home or on the go. And, of course, They make great gifts, and you can pick up one for yourself because that's the way we shop here on the show.
And you may want one for the forthcoming holidays.
Yeah.
Might want to sort of isolate yourself just a little bit. Oh, look, I see lips moving and don't hear anything. Thank you, Raycon.
We get love emails all the time about these Raycons, and believe me, you will use them every day. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom. Unlock exclusive deals up to 20% off your Raycon order. Hurry, this offer available for a limited time, and you don't want to miss it. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. Unlock 20% off your Raycons. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
We have Santa news coming up from no less than Dr. Fauci, and it's all good news.
Yeah.
Also, sex dolls and sex pistols in the news, elephants and moose, and Black Friday news from overseas. It's kind of interesting. We got to pick a song for Mr. Godwin coming up in a minute. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP and get your Bob and Tom fix 24/7. Get all the info in the VIP area at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Say we didn't warn you.
Oh, my God.
There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, it's Monday morning. Thanks so much for joining us. Hope you had a great weekend. I'm Mark Allison. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. On the way this morning on a Monday, Jess Hooker. We're switching our West Coast mountain correspondent Al Jackson to later this morning, zooming his way in from Denver, Colorado, and comedian Reno Collier. Got a lot to get in. We're only here live 3 days this week. Of course, Thanksgiving coming up on Thursday. We're also taking the day off to celebrate Chick's birthday. And Friday also will be away. Best of shows both days. So we look forward to filling you with fun and frivolity here in the first 3 days of this week. And it all starts right here this morning on Bob and Tom 24/7. More on the way.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Patrick Mahomes, a 22-yard touchdown pass to Travis Kelce, 28 seconds left. Kansas City avenged their only loss in the last 12 months. A 35-31 win last night over the Las Vegas Raiders in Nevada. Mahomes, 348 yards, and led 2 go-ahead scoring drives in the frantic fourth quarter for the defending Super Bowl champions. Other winners in the NFL yesterday: Carolina, Cleveland, Houston, New Orleans, Pittsburgh, Washington, Denver, the Chargers, and Dallas, all in regulation. And in overtime, Tennessee and Indianapolis. And in college football, Alabama is now a unanimous number 1 in the AP College Football Poll, and Northwestern has moved up to a number 11 for its best ranking in 24 years. Notre Dame in at number 2, Ohio State 3, Clemson 4, Texas A&M 5. Florida comes in at number 6, followed by Cincinnati, BYU, Miami, and Oregon. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Do you remember you and Bob came back to my desk? I know it was the first week I was on with you guys. And I had done something wrong on the air or something. And it had these cubicles, so they're both standing on the other side of the cubicle looking over it at me.
Yeah.
And they go, hey, that what you said there was wrong. You need to say it like this. And Bob walks away, and Tom stands there, and he goes, hey, look, during the news, it's probably best if Bob and I are the only ones talking. And then he does the classic disconnect. Thanks a lot.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom. They put the F in professional.
Hello and welcome to Spit Take Theatre. This week's Spit Take Theatre presentation at the water cooler.
Man, I can't wait until the new episodes of Survivor are shown. I've really become addicted to those reality shows.
Oh, I am too. I lived for Rupert. I love that guy. I've wanted to be a Survivor contestant ever since the first one. The locations they stay at are so beautiful.
Oh, yeah, they sure are. Hey, would you ever do Big Brother?
Well, actually, I've already done my Big Brother.
Huh?
I haven't done my father or my grandpa yet.
You've slept with your big brother Dave?
Well, yeah.
Wow, small world. I slept with your big brother Dave.
What?
Yeah, he's cute.
This has been Spit Take Theatre. Wow. Join us next week for another edition of Spit Take Theatre.
Well, that took a nasty turn, didn't it?
Hi, this is comedian Rob Haney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Now, Dwight Slade is our guest. Dwight is a
48.5 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
That is correct. Thank you very much for joining us. I want to remind you that we have the TV show. It's called Bob and Tom Tonight. It's featured on My Indie TV 23 at 11:30 this evening, and it'll be on all week at 11:30, except on Saturdays, a special midnight showing. Also, I'll remind you some cool stuff going on out there, including the lights, the Christmas Nights of Lights at the Indiana State Fairgrounds. Quick update on the forecast, Christy.
Oh, it's going to be a good night for that because we'll have partly cloudy skies and a high of 44. Now, late, like way overnight while you're sleeping, we do have an occasional shower threat down to 38, and then morning rain, otherwise cloudy in the afternoon and high of 49. 36 now.
Colts, a big win last night. Could have made it a little easier. It's kind of scary there at the end. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Snooker update coming up momentarily.
Nobody cares. I don't care.
Well, we're going to find out about it.
Somebody called Irish Dave tweeted me and said, I've never wanted to call someone and tell them all about snooker more in my life. So sorry, Irish
You know
Dave.
the nickname of the guy that with the alleged flatulence incident?
What's his name?
It was Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Yeah.
What's
the Rocket?
Oh.
I think he's, I don't know, 5 or 6 time world champion.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy heck.
We had snooker news. I don't know what it is either. I think it's like pool. Let's see. Now, Christy Lee's right over there. I can see her. She is in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom.
Yep.
All by herself.
Yep.
All by himself over there. It's Pat Godwin. Pat, I'm going to give you some categories for a possible songwriting thing coming up. Josh Arnold isn't just sitting in any chair. No, he's over there contemplating something. I can see the machinations of a mind.
Holy hell.
Yeah, behind those eyes, what's happening?
Slow
in there?
descent into madness.
It's the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick chair. Let's see, this is Tom speaking. Willie G's right next to me. Ace Cosby is our engineer, and of course, he's not just any engineer. He's the proprietor of the Ace Cosby Joke of the Day, brought to you by OmahaSteaks.com, saying, hey, this is the outdoor grilling season. Let's have some fun outside with some great steaks. And did I forget anybody? Get everybody in there? Okay, good. Now, we were talking about the snooker championships, and what was it? Northern Ireland?
Yeah.
And this guy.
One of the players farted and blamed it on the ref, and everybody thought it was the ref for an instant, but then Ronnie admitted after the
Rocket
match. Yeah. Ronnie the Rocket O'Sullivan
went on to the final. He lost. I just looked it up. It's over.
Oh,
That's
poor
a shame.
guy.
They're making a movie out of it.
Oh, are they?
Really?
What's
What's
the
it
sequel?
called?
The Odor of Money.
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
Color of Money.
Tom Cruise.
Overrated movie.
Oh, I disagree, but that's okay.
Yeah, okay. Let's see, where
Well,
was
you know
it?
what we haven't done yet is looked at this weekend last week shoe in of the week.
How'd you do, chick?
You're always the one, aren't you? You're right there.
That was so nice.
Look,
Genuinely.
This fake excitement, this just
Wait a
waiting
second,
for me to
you
fall
played
on my
the theme
face.
music.
That's not
I
true.
see you. I see. I know what your game
That is
How did it
totally
go?
not true.
Well, I missed the double shock, which
That's bad. That means minus
And
2 for starts.
Tua
For starts.
Tua Tonga Viola, and he should have blown a trumpet at least. Evidently, he was benched for performance, and Fitz came in and did not bring the Dolphins back. So Miami loses to Denver 20-13. I had Miami minus the 3. That did not work out. So 0-2 right there. But then I had Dallas plus the 8 at Minnesota, and the Cowboys win outright 31-28. And then I had Cleveland minus the 3 at Philly, and the Browns win 22-17. So you can see they covered there. So 2-2 on the
there
week.
you go.
A push.
And I did get some emails.
Like it never happened.
Waste of everyone's time.
Wasted everybody's time.
Yeah, the term razzle-dazzle was used
Well, Al Michaels, do it again. He's your boy.
during the Browns game. So just wanted to underscore that because when I used the word last year, you got very upset.
Well, have you seen the commercial where there's like an out-of-date mother who uses the term razzle-dazzle, thus highlighting the fact that it's no longer hip to say? Oh, yeah.
But apparently it keeps showing up in games.
I think Charles Atlas used to use it in those ads in the back of comic books. Would you like to razzle-dazzle your girlfriend? Get a body like mine, fellas. I mean... girlfriend.
Most of the people looking
That's what I meant.
Those Charles Atlas ads giving
look at
very
this.
confused young men erections all over the world.
This is very exciting. We have a special report. Hello, I'm Wilbur Trowbridge.
Oh, hello, Mr. Trowbridge.
From the snooker tournament. Ronnie O'Sullivan is crouched over the table. Yes. He's getting...
Wow.
Was that it?
That's the
That was
actual
it?
one.
You have to listen closely. Ready?
Okay. Yeah. That is a toot.
It sounds like a firebolt.
There's a very unfortunate noise there. I don't know who it was from. I've got my suspicions.
Well, I thought the wind was in our studio.
Well,
that whole thing's so British.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Very
unfortunate noise.
Yes,
gorgeous.
The wind.
Hello.
People are watching this on television.
You'd think there would be more farting. They're always bending over the table.
Sure.
It's like at yoga. That's why I don't do yoga anymore. I kept farting.
That's the reason.
Yeah. You get all relaxed. You lay back.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, ladies.
Sorry.
Oh, that one had a little solid.
Yeah.
Sorry, ladies.
Yeah, I know Tom. Yeah.
That's my downward dog. Crazy. He really is.
Turns out he is a jerk.
Yeah,
oh, hey, look what we got here.
What?
Stupid world record.
Sorry.
Ready? A team of artists and scientists and students have constructed the world's largest balloon sculpture of a dinosaur.
Well, this isn't stupid.
That's fairly specific. Do they do that?
According to Guinness, 150,000 biodegradable balloons were used to create the dinosaur.
Are they blown up?
25.
No, Christy, that's a very good question.
It's the saggiest dinosaur you've ever seen.
They just glue them to the floor.
What a great question. Thanks.
She can't get a hold of herself.
In her defense, I didn't say blown up balloons.
Perfectly valid question.
They could be just hanging like.
Just a melting, weird.
Yeah,
Think how hard it'd be to get them to tie. It'd be tough to tie them, right? I mean, it took 34 balloon artists and local students.
By the way, that's
2 days.
That's all of them.
In the whole country, yes.
They got everybody together.
Record-breaking sculpture, which is part of a balloon animal kingdom. Oh, you got to see that, kids.
Remember, a dear friend of mine was the number 2 or 3 balloon artist in the country.
Like classic twist tie clown stuff?
He once did a skyscape. He did New York or something. And,
oh my God.
Yeah.
In balloons?
But then he developed a latex
Now, these
allergy.
were blown up balloons too, right?
Yes,
but he developed a latex allergy.
Yes, it's like a Twilight Zone episode.
Oh, Henry.
Exactly. Yeah.
Allergic to his own work. Don't they make non-latex balloons now?
Yeah, but apparently they're not as. There's something up that
They're very expensive.
Okay, so this poor guy.
And as you might imagine, even the number 2 balloon artist does not make a lot of coin. Okay.
He went by Joe Hart. Joe Hart Magic and Balloons.
Aw.
Yeah.
So anyways, this is the world's largest balloon
dinosaur.
I'll bet the kids waiting in line behind that guy were pissed.
It's
I just wanted a poodle.
All I want was a Santa Claus. For God's sake.
It's measured 25 by 29 by 64 feet.
Okay, and now here are the rules on this. There's all kinds of it's got to be 3D.
Let's go through the rules.
Well, it's not just a bas relief of balloons. It's got to have a dimension and.
There was a tough moment there. So some nervous people when the porcupine got loose.
Papa.
Just a little kid with a slingshot. Got it.
Wait a minute. What are you doing over there? That was like a dance.
It was a good
Pop
dance.
on by.
Pop on by.
Man, it's weird seeing you dance.
Is that Fifth Dimension? Walk on by.
No, it's Dionne Warwick.
Dionne Warwick?
Mm-hmm. Charles, you tie a balloon, looks kind of like a dirt button.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, they call it the balloon knot. Yeah.
Squeeze it. Guy ever walk up to you, Christy, take the balloon, put it like this, push it in and go, that looks like mine.
Nope.
That looks like mine.
You push it in with his finger. This is me and you later.
Well, it's not quite as red as this, but.
That's a good lie.
And if he did, it would be the last conversation.
You never know. This guy's different.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know.
That's a bold man.
He's got something. Hey, that's sports. And remember, be a good sport.
Can we hear the announcement?
That was unfortunate.
There's a very unfortunate noise there.
He's talking about my sportscast, of course.
Hey, Pat.
Yeah.
Pat, we got to pick out a song for you.
Go, man, go.
Okay, we got in the news. We got Batman, we got Sex Dolls, we got Johnny Rotten of the
What he did this time.
unbelievably overrated Sex Pistols.
Rotten
Johnny. Let's see, we got a dog and an alligator, reindeer, Dr. Fauci.
I think you have to do the dog and the alligator.
That is amazing.
Broke
We
the
got
internet.
France in the news and Black Friday. We got, so you heard the snooker. Any of those appeal to you?
A lot of them do.
What about snooker? That was in there.
I just said snooker.
You did say snooker?
The guy farting. And we got something coming out of France. Don't you have a Frenchman with you in the studio today?
Pierre Hardon.
Pierre Hardon.
Oh, he's here.
I'll send you the
I'm
story.
always
See if
here.
Pierre
I know you're hot. I live in your trousers.
can do something with this. And then when we come back, we're going to get some Thanksgiving music on for you. We've got good news about Santa Claus from Dr. Fauci. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules. Or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show. and Tom. Well-meaning, but
Yeah, they're all messed up.
more than slightly confused.
Rolling through a Monday morning, November 23rd. I'm Mark Allison, Jess Hooker, West Coast Mountain correspondent Al Jackson, and comedian Reno Collier, all on the way on a Monday right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Don't go anywhere. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. AstraZeneca says late-stage trials of its COVID-19 vaccine developed with Oxford University were highly effective in preventing disease. Those results are based on interim analysis of trials in the UK and in Brazil of a vaccine that was developed by Oxford and manufactured by AstraZeneca. No hospitalizations or severe cases of COVID-19 were reported. Britain hopes to have the vaccine available by the first of the year. Court officials across the country say a low turnout of people summoned to jury duty is derailing plans to restart trials for the first time since the coronavirus pandemic began. Within the past month, courts in Connecticut, San Diego, Norfolk have all had to delay jury selection for trials because too few people responded to jury duty summons. Officials believe people are wary of serving on juries because COVID-19 is spiking nationwide. Jury trials were recently suspended by state court systems in New York, New Jersey, and Denver due to the rising coronavirus rates. And in France, this Friday won't be Black Friday because the Paris government has gotten the nation's top brick and mortar merchants and even Amazon and other online sellers to postpone their traditional post-Thanksgiving deals. The move was made to help stores and shops that have been closed down by the pandemic. By delaying Black Friday a week, French officials hope it will level the playing field for retailers so they don't miss out on the annual consumer splurge. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
The Space Shuttle astronauts are halfway through their 7-day research mission. Endeavour is expected to become an orbiting maternity ward today when frog eggs that were fertilized earlier in the mission start to hatch. Now
We are scheduled to hook up with Commander Thompson. We should hook up right now, I believe.
Hello, Houston.
They're speaking with Bob and Tom. Hello, Endeavor.
Hello, Spaceship Earth. This is Captain Thompson.
Hey, Captain, how are you?
Captain, how are you?
We're doing great. We do a lot of experiments up here.
Yeah, we're just reading about the one involving the frog.
The South African clawed frogs, the eggs are about to hatch any moment now, aren't they?
Very excited. As a matter of fact, it looks like they might be hatching about now.
Oh, good.
You people might be the first ones on Earth to hear what's going on.
Well, great.
There they come.
This is exciting.
Some little critter coming out of there. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, God! Oh, help me!
Hi, this is Bob and Tom 24/7. My name is Jim Gaffigan. I have to go and, well, I just had a so you know where I'm going.
And Jesus said, take this bread and eat it. It is my body. And the disciples said, Jesus, we're all on low-carb diet. We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little bit. We want to look good in the painting.
I think the fetching the towel deserves a thank you. The one guy called in that. Yeah.
Tossing the towel to you?
Sure. That deserves a thank you.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, but you don't want to do a thing where you come out with a hand towel and you go, oh, wait a minute, you probably want this one, and then you throw the
big wet towel. No, you don't.
Implying
What's something you were talking about earlier?
Stadium beers
your money shot you were saying was
it's like 24 ounces.
So I don't know if this is with age, but I don't really have what you'd call a money shot. Mine just kind of quietly leaves the party. It's more of a will you take a check shot.
Kind of just slip out the side door.
Just kind of moseys out.
That's my favorite joke of the year. Just kind of quietly leaves the party.
Okay.
Wow.
7:02 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
That's correct. Christy Lee's right there. She's got the forecast.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. We're going to see a beautiful day today, partly cloudy skies and a high of about 46 degrees. Overnight, we do have a chance for a shower, low 38. Currently 36 degrees.
Thank you very much. 11:30 tonight. It's the show, the TV show. Details coming up. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks very much for joining us. There's Ace Chick, Josh, I'm Tom, Willie G, Patty G, and Christy Lee. We're all here, present and accounted for on this, the 23rd of November, 2020. Coming up, we have some words of wisdom from NORAD about Santa Claus. They're going to be tracking him. And Santa Claus got good news from Dr. Fauci about Mr. Claus.
Okay.
He's doing great.
Okay, good.
Very excited about that.
Mr. Claus, huh? All right.
Well, that's what the New York Times calls him.
Does he really? Do they really?
Yeah, of course. Yes. Yeah.
They call Meatloaf Mr. Loaf, don't they?
No, they have to call him Mr. Meatloaf. It's one word.
Where do you stand on that? Instead of a photo, they do a sketch.
Isn't it?
No, his name, Meat Loaf, is separated.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, I always thought it was one word.
Mr. Loaf. Yeah.
Anything's better than Marvin.
Not necessarily. There's some
I like
very
the name
fine
Marvin.
Marvins out there. Marvin the Martian.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Marvin
Gaye.
the Martian.
Marvin Hamlish.
The great Marvin Gaye.
Marvin Hamlish.
Even Marvin Hamlish got laid. Do you know that?
Are you kidding me?
Hot and cold young women.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen the movie Role Models? When it's the kid who plays McLovin from Superbad, and he goes, "People say I won't make it. People say I'm not nice. People say he looks like a young Marvin Hamlish."
He does.
Yeah,
Marvin
it's true.
Yikes. He's no longer with us. Is that correct?
I don't think so.
Okay, sorry about that.
Didn't he write music for TV specials?
In movies.
Of course.
Yeah,
he wrote all
I
of the
think he
chorus line.
famously butchered.
Yeah, he messed something
What
up,
was
right?
it? Not Butch Cassidy.
Arthur's theme.
The
or something?
Entertainer?
The Entertainer, yeah. He took all that music and kind of.
Yeah, that's Scott Joplin stuff. Is
Yeah,
it?
yeah. That was the theme. What is that movie? Oh,
The Sting.
Sting. Okay, very good. Now, where were we? Oh, I got a letter here. Because you were talking about the was it Northern Ireland? Was it the World Championship snooker competition? We couldn't remember what game snooker was.
One of the players farted, and it sounded like this. And then the commentators said,
There's a very unfortunate noise there. I don't know who it was from. I've got my suspicions.
Well, I thought the wind was in our studio.
See, a little self-deprecating.
What a beautiful accent.
Yes,
My goodness. I can't wait to fake that when I live there.
That's the snooker championships. By the way, that was the Rocket. As it Mr. O'Sullivan admitted that
He blasted off.
dear dumbasses.
Oh, that's us.
Oh, yes, hello.
We were trying to figure out
How may I help
which game snooker was. Billiards refers to the table games used with balls, tables, and cues. Snooker is a pocket billiard where hiding the cue ball is a strategy to score points.
A pocket billiard.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, okay.
The table with no pockets is called a billiard table. Do some research. The internet's easy to use, he says. I have no idea. We were trying to remember which game this was. I don't think anyone cared.
No pockets is billiards?
I don't know. Because there's also pocket billiards. I don't know.
So
Yeah,
billiard.
there's carom billiards. It has a long history.
Huh.
But
So what's regular like 8-ball, 9-ball? What's that? That's billiards,
Pool?
but it's
That's
just
pool, yeah.
8-ball, 9-ball.
And in any event, this guy had some gas issues, and it made the International Newswire. But I found that his name is the Rocket. He's the Rick Mears of pool tables.
Boy, that's Rocket Rick Mears. That's going back.
The thunder to Google. You can hear it.
Rick Mears on a bad day.
Listen closely.
On a bad day, Mr. Mears caught on fire. This guy on a bad day, flatulence.
Yeah.
So
I love how they chuckle just a little bit.
Still, it was pretty loud.
Embarrassing.
He
Isn't
goes,
There's a very unfortunate noise there.
Yeah, and they're very, very British.
Very unfortunate noise.
Withdrawn in the background. Yes. So
smells like mashed peas.
Mushy peas.
Oh, sorry, mushy.
Overcooked.
Bangers and mashed mushy.
Mushy peas.
Now, Josh,
Sticky
I know-
toffee pudding.
Josh, you're famously preparing your Thanksgiving meal.
Yeah.
This week, your first turkey. I know you're really nervous about it.
Oh, God, I'm scared to death.
Getting a lot of.
Did you talk to your therapist? Did you get to up your meds this week?
I'd have an extra appointment, yes.
Every day gets worse. He called me 8 times over the weekend. What am I going to do about this turkey?
Brian, not Brian.
Have you bought it yet?
Running out of Xanax over there?
No, I'm getting it today.
Yeah.
oh, if it's frozen, you better hurry.
Yeah.
Yeah, because every year that happens. Someone calls that hotline. It's 8 a.m. on Thanksgiving, and they got a frozen turkey.
Right.
And
They forgot to thaw it
They
out.
have to put it in the bathtub.
Well, I figured I'd just put it in the microwave for 20 minutes.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, you have a pretty big microwave, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll cut it up.
Actually, that's how chefs tell you to do it.
Power saw, do you?
I do have a power saw.
Now, you're in, there's some possibility that Mr. Godwin,
Godwin?
Mr. Godwin, rather.
I thought I was invited. Who's this Mr. Godwin?
Mr. Godwin lives across the street from you.
I do.
Right,
In an
yeah.
apartment complex.
Walk right over to your house.
He may be moseying over there.
Maybe, but apparently if I invited him, I have to invite Christy, I have to invite Chick, I have to invite Ace. It's turned into a whole...
You don't have to invite me.
You know, it's okay. I'm not coming.
I got a song later that maybe will push you over the edge and invite me.
Oh, okay.
It's a very personal song.
Very nice.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
In the meantime, we go to the news desk with Christy Lee. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot. I promised a Thanksgiving song, Christy. Sorry.
Oh, that's all right. I'm in no hurry.
You sound especially confused today. Are you all right?
You should have been here earlier
Came
this
in
morning.
this morning, and we had some computer issues.
Did you not sleep either? Because you were yawning and stretching and...
I don't think he slept since Sally was born.
Yeah, you're probably right. Making noise.
No, I had done a great deal of work.
Have you ever heard your father yawn?
Oh, my God. That's pretty good.
Chewbacca's out a little bit.
The Whales of August.
I was down the hall, Willie, and heard him.
All right.
Some sort of Wookiee
I
mating
spent the
call.
entire weekend getting my Christmas tree up.
Oh, really?
You know, you're limping a little bit.
How
too.
long?
Something happened?
Well, I got the tree
It's
up.
one tree.
I got the tree up. I got the lights on. I got the wreaths up.
Okay.
What'd you hurt, though? You're limping a bit.
Didn't hurt anything. I'm just exhausted.
And you did that all
Then
by
I came
yourself?
in here and I got a whole bunch of work done, and then there was some kind of glitch.
Wait a
and it
minute,
was all erased.
Yeah,
on
but
the
what about that
computer.
limp?
Did you physically put the tree up, or did you direct like you do everything?
I put it up.
You put it up.
I did absolutely.
Put the
Take your
bottom
baton
off of
home
it,
with
put
you?
it in the stand, stood it in the corner.
Yeah, I came here to borrow the pickup truck. The keys weren't here. God forbid anybody would use that thing. It hasn't been driven since March.
Yeah, we tried to find the
big?
keys a couple weeks ago and couldn't. Yes.
How big is your tree?
It's only a 9-footer.
Oh, only.
Well, one does have to slum, doesn't it?
No.
It's okay. We had the help of Rick Smits came over to help us. Put
No,
it up.
I forgot to measure it. We decided at the last
Certainly
minute
not what I wanted.
to grab
but
the tree. And I have there's one ceiling in my house. What do you call it? It's a
Apex, cathedral.
Cathedral ceiling. Yeah, that's where the tree goes. So it's okay.
Oh, yeah.
Can I offer just a little bit of clarification? So yesterday, my favorite thing happened. Have you ever offered to hang out with someone, offered some sort of good gesture?
Oh, sure.
And then they make you feel bad about it?
Oh, yeah.
Has that ever? I called my dad and go, "Hey, want to get a cup of coffee?" Probably 8:30 a.m. And he goes, "I got coffee hours ago."
Yeah, that sounds
Oh
like
yeah,
it.
sorry I slept in. Jeez, yeah.
Whatever, loser. I've been up for 6 hours.
Yes.
I've been running on diesel fuel since 6 a.m., pal. Get out of here.
Okay, here's the truism. If you are on a ladder and you answer the phone, it's going to be a brief phone call.
Yeah.
Because you're doing something. You don't want to sit there
Why did you
chatting.
answer?
I'm surprised you answered.
Yeah.
I thought you weren't.
Why
gonna
don't
go
you
on
leave your
anymore.
phone on
You
the
don't
table?
answer.
You're a better man than I. I
You don't
wouldn't
answer
have
on a
answered.
ladder. You don't.
I wouldn't have my phone
Wait, you
with
answered
me.
my phone call while you were on a ladder?
Yeah. And the thing, I had the phone with me because I was listening to a book on tape,
Gotcha.
which is great, by the way.
While you're putting the tree up.
Yes.
What a weird.
How to live with a 9-foot tree.
Can you ever do anything in quiet?
First of all, we know it's an embarrassment. But
We wanted 12
these
feet.
simple tips.
You
will
put
get
9
through.
feet. The title of this book will appear on your bill as 13 trees and up. 13-foot trees. No one will know.
First, good Lord, 9 feet. My goodness.
By request, let's get a little bit of turkey music in here, shall we? I think everyone will appreciate this. This is purportedly Dean and Jerry.
Oh, I just love this time of year, don't you, Jer?
I sure do, Dino. 'Tis the season.
Check out those breasts.
I like their size
How about those legs?
and juicy thighs. My tongue is flapping.
Oh, stop your yapping. We're eating turkey. We invited our family.
They only came here 'cause dinner's free.
They really hate us.
Pass the potatoes.
We're eating turkey.
Ivan.
When we first saw that turkey, he ran around and clucked.
Gobble, gobble.
And when I pulled out that hatchet, he knew that he was
Plucked. On the wishbone. It breaks apart.
pull on my finger, you'll smell a...
Dean!
What a sensation
It's flatulation.
from eating turkey.
Medic! Somebody light a match!
I really love the white meat. It's great when you want a snack.
They say once you've tried the dark meat, you never will go back. I ate too much. It's time to leave.
Oh, I drank too much. It's time to heave.
Look out. We've eaten our fill.
But all next week we'll be eating turkey. I'll be drinking turkey, Pally. That's wild turkey on the rocks.
By the way, Dino, how was your date last night?
Well, let's just say that I butterballed her.
You mean she was ugly like a turkey?
No, but she was a gobbler.
I hope she enjoyed the stuffing.
She lapped up the gravy, too, Pally.
Happy Thanksgiving from our friends Dean and Jerry and the
Yes.
Bob and Tom Band and Orchestra. Coming up, Pat, how's that song going?
It's going good.
Okay, good. We're going to hear from Mr. Godwin working on a song about France, I think. And also we have news from Dr. Fauci, good news from Dr. Fauci. We have sex dolls on campus and more. Right now, I want to remind you that our friends at Napa Auto Parts have something going on. You can save 20%. That's right, Napa Auto Parts, 20% off 3 or more items by purchasing the famous Napa tool bag. The bag costs you $4.99. Then you get 20% off the stuff you stick in it. Power tools, for example, 20% off windshield wipers, 20% off oil, 20% off oil filters. Right now, this is happening. It's what you call a bag of tricks from Napa. Quality parts, helpful people. Those are our friends at Napa. They have Napa know-how at participating locations. Exclusions apply. May not be combined with other offers. This offer ends November 30th, 2020, so get on it today. Plus, they've got some cool gift stuff. Some stocking stuffers, stuff the kids like, tools, a nice flashlight, cool things. That's right. Napa Auto Parts, they're our good friends. Thank you so much, Napa. Coming up also, the dog is okay, so is the alligator. I'll leave it at that. And then we have moose licking stuff. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, this is comedian Ron White, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, do you have the Bob and Tom Show app on your phone? You should. It's free. It's available in the iTunes or Google Play Store. Do you know someone who might like the Bob and Tom Show app? Let them know. It's free. What can you do with it once it's on your device? You can listen to your local station, contact us directly via text or email with just one click, and listen to the Bob and Tom Show free podcast. All right there through the Bob and Tom Show app. And again, it's free. Check it out today. Make sure you download it. It's free in the iTunes or Google Play Store.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. Taylor Swift won her 3rd consecutive Artist of the Year prize at the American Music Awards, but missed the show for a good reason. She says she's busy re-recording her song's masters after her catalog was sold. Swift beat out Bieber, Post Malone, Roddy Ricch to win the top award. She also won Favorite Music Video and Favorite Pop Rock Female Artist. AC/DC are back on top of the Billboard 200 album chart. Their Power Up album moved 117,000 units in its first week of release. It's the band's 3rd #1 album, along with Black Ice and For Those About to Rock. And finally, what's good news for the tiny owl found in Rockefeller Center Christmas tree may turn out to be bad news for mice in the area where it will be released. The saw-whet owl, named Rockefeller, has been preparing for release back into the wild. He's been eating down an endless supply of mice at the Wildlife Refuge Center. He was discovered a week ago by a worker setting up the tree in Midtown Manhattan. Rockefeller has since been gorging on mice to get his strength back in advance of his being released sometime soon. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
and Tom.
For your information, these are two of the worst kids I have ever encountered in my life, and I worked the state fair.
We were stupid before stupid was cool.
Hello and welcome to Spit Take Theater. This week's Spit Take Theater presentation, The Important Meeting.
Hello, Jenkins here.
Mr. Jenkins, this is Phil Johnson.
Phil, glad you called.
Good morning. I'm not going to be able to make it into work today. I'm sick.
You what?
I'm sorry. I just can't make it into work today. I'm sick.
No, Johnson, listen. I got a phone call last night.
Yeah?
I talked to the client.
Uh-huh.
Today's the big presentation.
Today?
Yeah, today. It's going to be big.
Oh, I can't make it into work today. I'm sick.
Johnson, this is the big presentation. Besides that, frankly, you don't sound sick to me.
Oh, yeah? I'm sleeping with my dad. Is that sick enough for you?
This has been Spit Take Theater. Join us next week for another edition of Spit Take Theater.
Don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Comedian John Campanera. Bob grew up in Los Angeles.
Vin Scully was my man.
Is that something that you did?
Vin Scully is funny because he's one of these announcers that loves to read lips. Wait a minute, here comes Tracy out of the dugout. He's in the umpire's face. It appears he wants to take the ump to Fuddruckers after the game. You know what makes me laugh is Skip Carey, Harry's son. He does the Atlanta Brave games.
Sure.
I listen to this guy when I can't sleep. Chipper Jones takes one on the outside, 3-1 on Chipper Jones. Don't forget all week long, we got the best of the Duke right here on TBS. John Wayne right here on TBS. There's a long fly ball. Looks like that's out of here.
I love that.
And you know, Harry's going, I can't believe that's my son. You know, Harry would get excited over the dumbest stuff. Hey! Check out the kid in the sombrero.
I have dogs playing poker. I have 20 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Christy Lee has the forecast.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by the CarX Man. Partly cloudy and nice today, high 44. Cloudy overnight, occasional showers late, low 38. Morning showers make way for cloudy skies and a high of 49 on Tuesday. Clear and 35 right now.
Thanks very much, Christy Lee. Christmas Nights of Lights. What's that? Well, it's the cool thing at the Indiana State Fairgrounds, getting the Christmas spirit, get in the car, drive through with the kids, have some fun, and you can actually win some tickets. Get more details at Q95.com. One of the cool things, one of the Christmassy things already out there. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Thank you very much for joining us. That handsome man over there.
Hi.
As soon as that hair whitens up, he'll be the next Santa Claus. It's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
At the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair.
You make a great Santa Claus, Josh.
I think Josh will make a great Santa Claus.
I have.
You're jolly and fun. And
Yes. I have impersonated Santa before.
Have you been a helper?
Yeah, hot. That's a hot suit.
Real I thought you meant that you were a hot Santa Claus.
I was
I'm
a
sure
sexy
you
Santa.
Were you
It was
sexy
also a hot suit. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Leave the suit on, Joshy.
I was actually a kind of a dirty Santa. They wanted they wanted like a roasting thing at this corporate event. Yeah.
I see. Okay, where was I? Let's see. There's Chick McGee, Christy Lee, of course.
I'm just an afterthought.
There's
Christy
at
Lee.
the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. It's Christy Lee. This is Tom. There's Willie. There's Ace Cosby. Did I get? Oh, and Mr. Godwin's working on a song right now.
All right.
In fact, I think we'll get to that song right now. Oh. Okay.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Hey, Donnie, how are you?
Good. Josh, you couldn't have been any worse than my last Santa Claus when I knew Santa was fake. Because the last one I went to, I was probably 9 years old, sit on his lap. He had one of them gizzard pipes come out his trach hole.
Oh, no.
Even carved a hole in his beard so it could air out proper. But it was clogged or something because over half his beard was jaundiced. He looked like, you know, when them poodles drink well water and they get a little yellow on their face.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So you had to put your ear up to the pipe to hear what you was getting for Christmas.
This must not have been the real
Most
Santa.
years it's just a Dixie cup full of infection.
Oh, man.
Yikes.
Well, you started it.
Yep.
Man, I had a rough day yesterday. My mom, Phyllis, asked me to come over and paint the spare room where she practices her act for Xanadu.
Your mom practices her strip show act?
Stepmom, let's clarify.
Well, of course she does, Tom. She just don't wing it like Josh does every morning.
Wow. You ain't wrong.
The fact remains, some people think stripping's all about, getting naked and like twerking on stage.
Isn't it?
Well, oh my God, Tom, there's so much more to stripping than the naked eye can't see. I mean, if your tassels ain't swinging to the beat of the music, it's really a turnoff for those on Pervert Row.
Really?
But if she gets them in sync like Eddie Rabbit with windshield wipers, she can hypnotize the most regulars. Swear to God.
Driving my life away.
There you go, chick. And if Xanadu's, I'll say it like this. I ain't bragging, but if Xanadu's had a Mount Rushmore, my mom Phyllis would be Lincoln on there.
Really?
Well, minus the beard.
Of course.
Although her friend Crystal never shaved.
No.
So I guess we put her on Mount Bushmore. Swear to God. She'll be over for Thanksgiving. But anyways, my mom Phyllis won't become paint her stripper pole room. And I like to paint, but man, I don't like to paint when there's, she's just a dictator. Like when somebody's right behind your back, like she's basically a backseat driver when I'm painting.
I hate that.
And she's real particular about stuff, like Sling Blade with his mustard. So anyways, I drive all over town looking for a certain color she had to have. It's called hot magenta.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, until yesterday I would have sworn hot magenta was a Viet Cong venereal disease. I swear to God. But I get over there, and before I'm on the ladder, she starts in on me. Ain't you going to do the strip boards and strip the baseboards? I'm like, no, stripping's your job. And I said, if you keep smoking in here, it's going to take 2 more coaches to cover the menthol fumes. She's so picky about it. If I never hear the words, miss the spot again, I'll be content forever. And she ain't worth a damn holding the ladder either. She's got the shakes because she quit crown roll code turkey. But my ladder felt like it scored a 6.4 on a Richter scale. So I got paint everywhere. I got paint on my face, even my bangs. Bangs are pink. Look like I went down on Cyndi Lauper. I couldn't wait to get home, wash my hair, and have a beer. So I'm hoarse from screaming at her. So I get up this morning, look at my hair, and guess what?
You missed the spot.
Tom, I swear to God, I'll come up there and shave your head if you had any hair. I don't want to hear that verb again. I'm going to go back to Walgreens. I'm out of Prel.
Do they still make Prel?
I don't think they do they?
I don't know.
I'm sure they do.
Walgreens.
They used to put the pearl in it. Is that the one?
Yeah. Don't you hate it when you're painting and someone comes in and, hey, you missed this spot.
Oh, you better be careful there, buddy.
I didn't do any painting over the weekend. Just
How's your tree look?
Tree looks great. I got the tree up, got most of the lights on, got the wreaths up.
What a beautiful tree.
How many wreaths did we put up?
14.
14?
What?
14?
You're joking.
No,
Where?
And I got them all. It's a long story.
That's
No.
very complicated.
That's far too many, I would think.
No,
It seems like
Are they live wreaths?
I see. Well, that's the thing. There are 1, 2, 3. There are 5. It's technically 19. 5 live wreaths and then 14 of the fake.
Even Mrs. Claus would say that's too many wreaths.
Where do you put them?
Put them on all inside of the windows, the fake ones. But you got to climb up on the ladder, and they've got a special.
Oh, I got you. I do kind of like that look. A wreath in every
look at the
window.
windows, and there's wreath on them. It's nice.
All of your windows have
Josh,
them?
you cow.
Yeah,
except
for the one where the dogs go in and out. That door doesn't have one. But yeah, it looks nice. And the annual tool hunt, where you go and you go in the one toolbox, you go in there and you're itching to get back in the ladder, and of course all you can find are 14 Phillips screwdrivers.
Need a flathead.
I don't have that problem. Well organized tool.
But I was very excited.
Why do you need tools to put up a Christmas tree?
And a screwdriver.
You need tools to open a couple of my doors. It's hard to explain.
Oh. That's for the wreaths.
What?
Let's get the tree.
You can't open a door.
Let's not engage.
Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right. Josh is right. Yeah, of course. You need tools to open the doors.
No,
anyway,
the double doors have these shafts that you have to poke with. It's hard to explain.
Shut your mouth.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you were just talking about the shafts.
I'm just talking about the shafts. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Josh.
I did the setup and punchline.
Yes, I violated my rule.
What do you mean you violated your rule?
We traditionally get the tree up. We go by the tree on Thanksgiving weekend.
Right.
Yeah.
But I read this article that there was going to be a shortage. You better get it early.
Oh, jeez.
Oh. Turned out to be I was wrong.
That's all right. That rumor probably started by the United States Tree Growers Association.
Hey, Dean, did you get that? Because you just admitted you were wrong. That never happens.
Okay.
No, by the way, speaking of shortages, apparently paper towel, toilet paper shortage.
Again?
Look, did we learn nothing last time, everybody? Chill out.
Gosh.
Get just what you need, okay?
Yes.
Thank you.
It's happening
if
again.
I don't get it all, somebody, I won't have it.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're doing okay anyway. So we got that done. I'm happy to be there.
Good.
Got a little more Christmas work to do today.
Have you gone to see Santa Claus for the children yet?
No, we've gone to one of the light shows already, though.
Oh, cool. I can't wait to do
Now, are you going to let the kids go see Santa this year? Are they going to let them? Is there going to be a Santa?
Yes. Yeah, most of the places are doing a socially distanced Santa. And do you have the article I sent you about Dr. Fauci?
Yeah, but I mean, the traditional mall Santa is going to look different, correct?
Yeah, it'll be done socially distanced and masked and everything.
No
else.
sitting on laps, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Zoom Santa's a real big deal.
Oh yeah.
And by the way, the best news we got. I don't know what I did. I had letters from NORAD. Did I mention this?
Yes, we talked about it the first break.
Yeah.
It's a radio stunt. I'm fully aware that we did it already.
Well, we don't know sometimes.
I don't know if you are.
radio
You did it before. But go ahead.
For those just joining us,
Yes.
General Glenn, thank you so much, sir. United States Air Force. Dear Bob and Tom Show, greetings from North American Aerospace Defense Command. That's right, NORAD. They're pretty busy most of the time.
Yes. Sure.
In fact, they're pretty busy every second of every day.
I hope so.
And I'm so glad that they are. But they also have some special assignments when it comes to Christmas Eve. And this year they will be tracking Santa.
Of course, great.
So we'll give you all the information. There's phone numbers to call. There's websites, et cetera, et cetera. So as Santa cruises both Canada and other parts of North America, including the U.S. of A.
And like Santa Cruz.
It is the Santa Cruz.
Santa Cruz is Santa Cruz. Did you know that?
Santa Cruz. Oh, I want to see that movie.
Santa Claus, Santa Maria, Santa.
No, what animal would be pulling Santa Cruz?
A seal?
No.
A whale.
Chick?
A horse?
Santa Cruz, the name of the mascot? No.
No. Oh, banana slug.
Banana slug.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The banana slugs. One of the great names in sports.
Yes.
Now, Pat, we gave you an assignment.
Yeah.
Just.
Oui.
Oh, you got
I'm sorry. Is that Pierre?
Oh, are we doing the France story then?
Okay, do the France story then.
Live in your heart, I sleep in
I
your
sent
pants.
this story to Pat a couple hours ago.
France?
I kiss your wife.
Oh, he's going to kiss your wife.
Oh,
yeah.
Oui.
France has postponed Black Friday. The government able to persuade supermarket chains and e-commerce platforms like Amazon to agree to postpone Black Friday. And by the way, this only applies to Amazon France, so don't get into a huff. The plan is designed to help brick-and-mortar shops that have been closed during the country's latest coronavirus lockdown. Black Friday in France will now be pushed to December 4th, with the understanding that lockdown shuttered businesses will have been allowed to reopen by then. Yeah.
Okay.
Good to know.
It is good to know.
Now, what's your name again? Pierre, what is it?
Pierre Hardon.
Oh, hey.
Oh,
I like that keyboard.
Is that your accordion?
You got the
No,
Doobie
this is not
Brothers?
my accordion. We're going to the Steely Dan, of course.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Right there. You don't use an accordion for
It was
Steely Dan.
50-50 shot. I went the wrong way.
Steely Dan.
You want to hear it now?
No, we prefer you just dick around with the keyboard.
Shut up. Family bush over there. Shave your bush. I meant shut your bush. I apologize.
You mean
I am feisty too.
You mean shave your bush?
Pierre sings for you now.
Any day now, Pierre.
I'm trying to get it in.
You know, Black Friday in France is Noir Friday.
When Vendredi Noir comes, we're all staying behind closed doors. Maybe buy a few things online and stay away from whores. I mean, stores. I read that wrong. Sorry. I apologize.
You wrote that?
I'm so naughty this morning. When Vendredi Noir comes, oh yeah, I may drink. What? I may drink wine.
What is Ventradine?
Ventradine
Black
Noir.
Friday in
Black
French,
Friday.
you tool.
What's wrong with you?
I hate it when crossword puzzles use French. God, that
When Ventradine Noir comes, to get back to the song, I may drink wine and eat some cheese. I can't French kiss anyone right now. I could spread the disease. Yeah. Oh, Black Friday's postponed. You know it's got to be. That damn COVID-19. Ventradine Noir, the end of la famille.
Oh, Pierre, nicely
yeah,
done.
very well done.
Black Flag Friday.
I live in your heart, I sleep in your pants.
We know, Pierre. Thank you very much.
Kiss your wife.
Mr. Hardon.
I steal your dog.
Okay, well,
I like that. I kiss your butt.
I kiss your wife.
we have coming up a number of interesting things, including a story with a dog, a puppy, really, and an alligator.
Yeah.
Everybody's okay.
Okay,
Yes.
good.
Yeah, but it's pretty grim there for a second.
Yeah,
Some would.
Puppy had a puncture wound.
Oh, I bet.
The puppy's okay.
Some would
it's
say
a King Charles Spaniel.
Pierre Hardon is a silly name. Well, may I tell a quick story about a silly name?
Yes.
Go ahead.
My brother John, I'm very proud of him. He's a father of 3 and a great husband, a great dad.
Good
and he's going back
citizen.
to school. He's back in college.
for him.
Oh, that's
Yeah, he's
awesome.
taking business courses, pretty full schedule. He runs a couple very successful businesses with his wife, and he's just, in school now, he had to have a Zoom meeting, and he texted, the only time he's used Zoom before was with his buddies, and he just texted last night, just did Zoom meeting for class project, and my name was the same Zoom name from when I was Zooming with my buddies, Big Daddy Dick.
His name isn't Dick, though, is it?
No, it's John.
Yeah.
I've heard. So he showed up in this Zoom meeting with like Jill and just Big Daddy Dick.
Professor Kensington.
That may be actionable.
I've never heard of Big Daddy. I've heard of Big Dick Daddy from Cincinnati.
One of the reasons I love this is because he kind of reversed it.
Yeah.
I'm Big Daddy Dick.
So that's the normal screen name he uses.
Oh, boy.
Were you able to change it quickly? Did you change it quickly?
He
Probably didn't know
not.
how.
Yeah, exactly. And it was too late. It just showed. Big Daddy Dick has joined the meeting.
All right, we're going to start studying or laugh. What are we going
He
to do?
had to look at his fellow students
Yeah.
who are also like 20 years younger than him.
So he pulled a Jeffrey Toobin, as it's now called.
Did any of them pick up on it? Did anybody laugh?
I will find out all the details.
Well, and Christy, that's the best part about Zoom is that you can message people privately without
Sure.
everyone knowing.
Yeah.
So whenever there's a Zoom meeting, you just know, oh gosh, look at that. John from class made his name Big Daddy Dick. What an idiot.
Why did he do this? Is he
Well,
drunk or something?
No, he wasn't. It's just
What is
his old.
wrong with him? He might pull them down.
You pulled the whole class down.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Wow, that's
Sorry
funny.
about that, John.
I
Going back to school now. Well,
Good for him.
Yeah, he's almost done. He's been going for a couple years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I hope he can do well and graduate. I just hope that when they hand him his Zoom diploma, it says right there on the paperwork, Big Daddy Dick.
I do too.
And if it doesn't, would you get a copy of his diploma? And I'll have PJ make it say
Absolutely.
Big Daddy Dick.
Yeah.
Big Daddy Dick Arnold.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Magna cum laude. We'll give it to him.
As long as you let me.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. All right. Thank you very much. Now, coming up, we have some really cool stories, and we do have Dr. Fauci
Yeah.
weighing in on Thanksgiving, and it's all good news.
Oh, today's National Espresso Day.
Oh, I've never had one. I've never had an espresso.
Love it.
I've never had one either.
They're great.
Really?
Yeah.
You like coffee?
I do. Yeah.
It's like super coffee.
We can get you one, yeah.
All right.
4
thanks.
shots on ice?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We get you there.
Ooh.
Get you a little, get
I had
you
4 this
a little
morning.
bit of a buzz.
I bet.
Okay, all right. Now, Christy, you want to give me the teaser?
We also have beer being delivered via reindeer.
About
and
time.
Huh?
It's about time.
Yeah.
Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
And the first Batman comic has sold for a record amount of money. You're going to be shocked.
Yes, sir.
$2. It was the lowest record.
Wouldn't that be
is shocking,
something?
Yeah.
Every time you'd read one of these stories, every guy out there goes, if my mother hadn't thrown away all my comics.
Yes, we know that's you.
I had 1950s Batman and Superman, but they wouldn't be worth much. But I've had them all memorized. I've read them each 50 times. When we come back, we have that and more, including some good news. We'll get right to it from Dr. Fauci. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next.
Hi, this is Greg Warren, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Well, he's not just a comedian. He's not just a co-host of a nationally syndicated daytime talk show, Daily Blast Live. He's also the author of a children's book, Where is Baby Ford? Available at aljacksonlive.com. Again, aljacksonlive.com if you'd like to purchase the book. Portions of the proceeds benefit the Firefly Autism School in Lakewood, Colorado. He'll be our guest later this morning. West Coast Mountain correspondent Al Jackson will be zooming his way in along with Reno Collier on a Monday right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Patrick Mahomes, a 22-yard touchdown pass to Travis Kelce, 28 seconds left. Kansas City avenged their only loss in the last 12 months. A 35-31 win last night over the Las Vegas Raiders in Nevada. Mahomes, 348 yards, and led 2 go-ahead scoring drives in the frantic fourth quarter for the defending Super Bowl champions. Other winners in the NFL yesterday: Carolina, Cleveland, Houston, New Orleans, Pittsburgh, Washington, Denver, the Chargers, and Dallas, all in regulation, and in overtime, Tennessee and Indianapolis. And in college football, Alabama is now a unanimous number 1 in the AP College Football Poll, and Northwestern has moved up to a number 11 for its best ranking in 24 years. Notre Dame in at number 2, Ohio State 3, Clemson 4, Texas A&M 5. Florida comes in at number 6, followed by Cincinnati, BYU, Miami, and Oregon. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Josh, but not everyone lives
really
the
can't.
life of white privilege that you live with your
Continue
beard
from
and your
The Hague.
and your affectation of what does that look exactly? I'm stuck in Seattle in
The grunge look.
1993 and apparently stuck in a pizzeria.
Wait a second.
And
You think you look at Josh wearing a flannel, and you think, look at that '90s grunge boy, Josh.
Yes,
Yeah, that's what he
In a
thinks.
pizzeria, Josh.
What does Josh look like? He looks like he's in Seattle, stuck in a pizzeria in 1993.
Obviously stuck in a pizzeria.
That's all he had to eat.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
When you need relief and you need it fast, eat a bowl of Sphincter Blast.
Hi, I'm Harry Kalanick Jr. for the new high-fiber breakfast cereal, Sphincter Blast. One 10-ounce serving contains more fiber than a log of New England birch firewood. Sphincter Blast. Some cereals shoot for the moon. We shoot for Uranus. Just say to your grocer, snap, crackle, plop. Tell him Harry Kalanick Jr. sent you and watch for my BMTV special. Harry Kalanick Jr. Unplugged. Sphincter Blast in the big brown tapered package. That's, of course, so the box won't slam shut. It may sound corny, but Sphincter Blast is hip, cool, and it's solid.
When you need relief and you need it fast, eat a bowl of Sphincter Blast.
Morning laughter.
744 Q95. Yeah, it's the Bob and Tom Show.
Okay,
What the hell's my problem?
I just see. Well, you having a stroke? What's going on over there? I like that. Can you go into that funny voice again?
Yeah, what's up, Doc?
Changing gears.
Whatever you say, Puppet Master.
Okay. I don't have my Puppet Master baton out. Now, if I would wanted that, I would go.
Man, I'm breaking that. You're going to pick it up one day and it's going to be broken. I can't wait.
I thought you'd checked your oil with it. I always wipe it off in the morning.
And you don't mean in the car, do you?
That's a solid 15-incher. Where was I? Oh, tonight, My Indie TV 23 at 11:30. It's a show we call Bob and Tom Tonight. Also, one of the cool things to do, getting in the holiday spirit already. We've already checked this out. It's called Christmas Nights of Lights. It's at the Indiana State Fairgrounds. You can win tickets. Go to Q95.com for more details. Christy, a quick update on that forecast?
Yeah, it's going to be partly cloudy today with a high of 44. Morning rain on Tuesday, then cloudy in the afternoon and a high of 49. 35 at last check.
Thank you very much, Christy Lee. Now, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. How is everybody doing? Josh, you're looking good today. And, of course, you'll find Josh at the, not just any chair. That's the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick chair.
That's right.
And Christy Lee, of course, is in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom.
Of course.
And then I got to tell you, when that phone rings, it's the track phone hotline. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to check out our engineer. He's not just any engineer. He's Ace Cosby, legendary voice. And he's also the proprietor of the Ace Cosby Joke of the Day. Ace, please. These really aren't jokes. These are forays into... I like to call it the op-ed page of contemporary culture. What have you got over there?
Today is a joke.
It is?
Oh, yeah. Why did the chicken go to the seance?
Why did the chicken go to the seance?
To get to the other side.
Oh, indeed. I liked it. A fine twist.
yeah.
You keep the punchline the same and you change the setup. Yes.
Very nice, very nice. By the way, that isn't just any joke. That's the OmahaSteaks.com joke of the day. That's right.
Oh,
Check out
yummy.
Omaha Steaks, the perfect time. This is the grilling season. Put on a jacket, get outside, get all smoky.
Yummy.
OmahaSteaks.com. Type in BTS in the search bar. Take advantage of an exclusive offer only available to Bob and Tom Show listeners.
I got steak in my tongue.
It's a great offer. This is one of those things you want to buy one for your brother who lives over there, and your other brother lives, your sister who lives over there. Then you want to get one for yourself.
Absolutely.
That's the Christy Lee rule of shopping.
Heck yeah.
Now, Ace, we actually have something that's never happened before.
Oh,
what's that?
We have a joke of the day submission. In audio form.
Okay.
Oh, in audio form.
Here we
I think
go.
you're going to like this.
Oh, I bet
I don't know what this is. I was just informed. I'm going to play this right now. It's the JOTD, joke of the day, audio submission. Here we go.
What do you call a crocodile in a vest?
I don't know. What do you call a crocodile in a vest?
An investigator.
Yes!
How cute is that?
An investigator.
Wait a minute. We got a problem with the joke.
Why?
I think we've stumbled upon a new feature.
This is a perfect joke.
Okay, I'm going to play it for you again. I want to see if you notice there's a problem with the joke.
An investigator.
Oh,
What do you call a crocodile in a vest?
I don't know. What do you call a crocodile in a vest?
An investigator.
I think it's okay.
No, she should have said
Species
alligator.
issue, yeah.
I think it's fine.
I think it's fine because saying alligator buried that punchline.
I think it works because yes.
Yeah.
How about a giant lizard?
This is so unfunny. We're all just
Giant lizard.
no, yeah, I think it works.
No, this little girl needs to learn.
Yeah.
Or little boy.
That was submitted by Robert Warner. Thank you, sir. On the Bob and Tom app. You can do the same if you'd like to submit something in oral form.
You know what, though? I was a little disappointed that she didn't get the song before her joke. You know what I mean? I think she wants to hear it. That is a girl, right?
I don't know. When I was,
ladies and gentlemen, courtesy of Robert Warner, we have the following.
What do you call a crocodile in a vest?
I don't know. What do you call a crocodile in a vest?
An investigator.
yeah.
Sorry.
Nice. That's a nice little package. Yeah,
Loved it, yeah.
We could sell that.
Should have packaged her up
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
And now that we're done with our new feature, joke autopsy,
Right.
Perhaps we can move on.
You started it.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, yeah, that made him real
I got a problem with his joke, is what you said.
I need to hear some music. Pat, you working on anything in there?
Yeah.
Hey, Pat and I were talking in the hallway.
Uh-huh.
Is this the one you're talking about trying to sort of go on vacation in your mind and go to the Caribbean? Is this the one you got?
I was going to do like a begging Josh to invite me over kind of a song.
When you talk to someone, do you hear what they're saying, or are you just talking?
No, Pat and I discussed this.
No, I don't think you did.
2 hours ago.
I don't think you did. I think you looked at Pat, talked at him. Pat went, and then now we're.
What I like, this whole thing is, your relationship is amazing. You guys, nobody communicates more. No. Nobody talks to each other more, but communicates less.
Exactly.
Than you two.
Exactly.
You're not talking to each other. You're talking
And what Tom just did, he goes, so you have a song about being in the Caribbean at this time?
No idea what he's talking
about. You could have played along. Oh, except that you just said you have no idea what he's talking about?
So what's the song that you want Josh to come over? That's the song?
Now, if you had said Hawaii, I would know what you're talking about.
Oh my God! They don't have coconuts. Never mind.
So then we get the fallout from both of you.
Right.
You know what Tom did? Well, you know what Pat did?
I'm getting the kid who did that joke to come over here.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
What do you mean, come over here? Come over here? Come over here?
Because he could write songs with us. Is that a little boy or a little girl?
We don't know.
I think it's a little girl.
I think it's a girl.
Okay, it's hard to tell.
I hope it's a little girl, otherwise I should.
Yeah.
Hey,
it could be a long day for that family.
As a little boy that sounded like a little girl for a very long time, I resent that. A lot of little boys sound like little girls.
I need to break in with
They all do.
a football update.
Okay.
Ready? To Tom Griswold. Dear Tom, please inform Mr. Griswold that the announcers did not use the term razzle-dazzle during the Browns game, but they did refer to Cleveland as the Forest City.
Oh.
I sent him an earlier email and told him that to begin with. Not only does he ignore the rest of you in the studio, now he's disregarding email from listeners. Thank you, Richard.
Well, I have a gigantic.
Of course you do. You're too busy doing things to get them done. I understand.
I told you I had a computer failure this morning at 4:30 in the morning.
I don't believe it for a second.
So, Pat, you got a song.
You got a song about Josh?
Oh, yeah, I heard my name mentioned, please.
No, wait a second. Hold on.
What?
Here we go. Now we're getting
Willie
to the
set it up.
now
Boom,
we're
let's
getting to
go.
some-
So Josh is cooking his first turkey. He's super nervous, and he doesn't have any guests.
Unbelievable.
Oh, my God.
So Pat's kind of invited himself over.
Well, the song will speak for itself.
Okay.
Josh will probably invite me after the song because you'll hear it. I am on the road doing comedy, not that well known, going through a bad divorce, and after the shows I eat alone. I eat alone. I live a lonely life in a young folks apartment complex. Girls call me Grandpa Joe. I wave, lock the door, and I eat alone. I eat alone. I eat alone. My son's the only one that will dine with me. That's 'cause he has to. He is not 18 yet. I wish that Josh would invite me to Thanksgiving. Throw me a turkey bone. Don't hear the phone. Don't hear the phone. Guess I eat alone.
I don't think I can invite you because next week I want to hear I ate alone.
I have to.
Very nice.
Yeah,
Thanks. That was fun.
Green Day trip.
Yeah, I read an article over the weekend. The headline was something like "Passing up sad Thanksgiving and celebrating early Christmas." a lot of people like me are getting all Christmassy a little early.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes.
Okay. Now, are you going to put up some Christmas stuff?
Yeah, Friday. Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're going to do it the traditional. Okay, good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. Chick, you doing anything at your house? Wreath, tree, anything?
Yeah, all of that. To speed things along, yes, sir. I'm interior decorating this year. Doing it upright. Oh, I only have an 8-foot tree, though, so I'm sorry. I've disappointed you, I know.
I'll take that as a no.
Yeah.
Ace, I can only imagine the Christmas gala at your place.
We will have a tree this year.
All right.
Good.
All right. New or used?
I want live. She wants fake. So.
Oh,
Okay.
We'll go live.
that's so it begins.
Well, if you want to live, I hope you have a coupon. They're a little pricey this year. I don't know what happened.
Wherever you go, you're going to get it on sale, though. Yeah, we know that.
Yeah.
Or maybe somebody will,
Now, Willie, what do you...
Ace Cosby got his hand out.
I didn't say anything.
Willie, you can do a tree?
I can't wait till you call me this afternoon. You just go, well, apparently now I got to buy Ace a tree. So we'll see what happens.
So do you really believe that when you say it? You didn't say anything by saying everything? You really believe that? Or are you trying to be funny? You do believe it.
Okay. What's Ace's book called? Did you have a copy of Ace's
Unreasonable
book?
Confidence and Bald-Faced Lies, evidently.
Well, that's the sequel.
That's the sequel.
You spoiled the Raider game for me.
Oh, boy.
No, the Raider team
Raiders
spoiled it. They spoiled the Raider game for you by losing.
A little defense would be nice.
Okay.
Christy, is your tree up yet?
No, we're doing it today, actually.
Oh, how nice.
Girls are home. Yep.
Fist fight. Fist fight. Panties will be
fight?
flying. Pillow fight.
Mine's only 7 feet,
angel
though. I'm really...
Oh, 7.
I know. It's only 7 feet.
So much less.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a fake tree?
Of course.
Is it in a box?
No.
Is it one of those
No,
umbrellas that looks like an umbrella?
I've kind of stepped it up. It's kind of nice. It rolls from the garage. You roll it in and you pop a thing and it pops up. Oh, it's great.
All right.
It's really nice. And the lights are already built in.
I love that.
And it comes in 3. It can do clear, you can do color, you can do all. It's like, ooh.
Love it.
Very, very nice. Well, thank you very much. Coming up in the news, what do we have?
Oh, well, we still haven't gotten to Dr. Fauci. Do we have time now, or am I just teasing?
We'll come back with Dr. Fauci.
Okay.
And we have reindeer in the news, dogs eating alligators, and here's a headline you're going to want to hear.
No, alligators eating dogs.
Oh, sorry. Hey, listen, man bites dog. That makes news. And we have this headline, human meat steaks.
Yeah, and that's so disgusting.
I know, isn't it great when we come back? This is the Bob and Tom Show.
More Bob and Tom next. Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com.
Hi, this is comedian Tim Cavanaugh, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, I mentioned it earlier, but Bob and Tom has some podcasts out there you might want to check out. It's 3 of them, and they're all free. They're all available for download. The Bob and Tom Show Extra podcast, That Josh Arnold podcast, and the Bits and Pieces podcast to dive into the archive. Just go to bobandtom.com/podcasts, and you can download those for free. That's right. What do you call a gathering of Bob and Tom podcasts? Funny. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. AstraZeneca says late-stage trials of its COVID-19 vaccine developed with Oxford University were highly effective in preventing disease. Those results are based on interim analysis of trials in the UK and in Brazil of a vaccine that was developed by Oxford and manufactured by AstraZeneca. No hospitalizations or severe cases of COVID-19 were reported. Britain hopes to have the vaccine available by the first of the year. Court officials across the country say a low turnout of people summoned to jury duty is derailing plans to restart trials for the first time since the coronavirus pandemic began. Within the past month, courts in Connecticut, San Diego, Norfolk have all had to delay jury selection for trials because too few people responded to jury duty summons. Officials believe people are wary of serving on juries because COVID-19 is spiking nationwide. Jury trials were recently suspended by state court systems in New York, New Jersey, and Denver due to the rising coronavirus rates. And in France, this Friday won't be Black Friday because the Paris government has gotten the nation's top brick-and-mortar merchants and even Amazon and other online sellers to postpone their traditional post-Thanksgiving deals. The move was made to help stores and shops that have been closed down by the pandemic. By delaying Black Friday a week, French officials hope it will level the playing field for retailers so they don't miss out on the annual consumer splurge. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
It once was sweet and juicy, mine for the picking. Now it's turkey jerky, not finger licking. Grandma's got a dry bird. No one wants to taste hers. And I'm all out of drippings and can no longer baste her. Grandma's got a dry bird. Yeehaw!
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, I'm Bert.
And I'm Ellie.
And we're proud to announce our new breakfast treat, Bert and Ellie's Muffin.
The Bert and Ellie Muffin is delicious. But don't take our word for it. Here's our spokesperson, Eddie Van Halen.
Hey, thanks, man. Hi, Eddie Van Halen here. You know, I love munching on Bert and Ellie's Muffin. In fact, I was just telling my wife, Valerie, Bert and Ellie's Muffin is the best thing I've ever put in my mouth. Man, this is finger-licking good. This muffin is so good. I just can't keep it to myself. I suggest you eat Bert and Ellie's Muffin today. Pick one up on your way home, dude, or stop by Bert and Ellie's spot the next time you eat out. Look for the big pink smiling lips downtown next to the Y.
Thanks, Eddie.
I can't stop mowing down on this thing.
Eat all you want, Eddie. We'll make more.
Bert and Ellie's Muffin. Come by and shove one in your face today. Hey, we'll leave the stereo on for you, and we'll turn it up real loud so you can hear it.
Bob and Tom.
If you irradiate poop, it will be sterile, but it's still poop.
You can pick your morning radio show, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
It's time once again for people who suck at small talk.
Hey, catch the big game last night?
Well, what truly is a game when you really think about it? I mean, it's merely a struggle.
One at Q95. Let's call it 802. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. A couple things. The show we call Bob and Tom Tonight is on tonight. MyNDTV 23 at 11:30. See what's going on. Getting in the Christmas spirit. A couple things happening of interest, including something called Christmas Nights of Lights at the Indiana State Fairgrounds. You can win tickets, Q95.com. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Got some changes happening here. couple things we're moving around because we have a short week this week.
Yes.
With Thanksgiving. We're going to be featuring Al Jackson and Reno Collier.
Today?
Comedians today.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh.
Check in with Al. Also checking in with Jess Hooker later today.
This is like the loaded baked potato of shows.
Yes.
We got all of it. Don't you spend the extra $1.99 to get it loaded?
Oh, yeah. Don't like bacon in my potato.
Oh, that's fascinating. Wow.
That's interesting. Un-American. What about the great pig farmers that are producing all that bacon?
I'm a big bacon fan.
Right, but you just don't care
like
for it on the
baked potato.
Okay.
So it's distracting somehow, taking away from the delightful flavor of the sour cream and the butter.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. And chives,
What
go
about,
home.
I love chives.
What about potato skins? How do you feel about potato skins?
Love the potato skins. Oh, look at that, Jess. You look like you're some kind of a Mondrian painting.
Yes.
You look beautiful.
Thank you.
How is that rigged up? It's got that nice blocks of color.
Right.
And you look so
very
cheerful
nice.
and happy.
Yeah.
Well, we'll take care of that.
Yeah, you wouldn't,
it's over.
you wouldn't have any idea you're here being happy. Yeah.
Well, I'm in another end of the building, so I'm very happy.
That's the key.
All right, fair enough.
What you mean of the ghost chip?
Well, wait a minute. So what do you like on your baked potato if you don't like bacon?
Sour cream.
Just sour cream.
And
That's
butter.
It. And butter.
Yes,
Okay.
and I do eat the skins, as a matter of fact.
Oh, yeah.
I do, too. I love the jacket.
Make your
A lot of
chest
vitamins
hair
in there.
curly is what they say.
Oh, yeah, what delightful and
I don't know
delicious.
if
The
that's
best cook
true.
in the bunch is Jess Hooker. Hi, Jess. Have you done any Christmassy stuff yet?
No Christmas stuff. A lot of Thanksgiving stuff. Just prep. I make my own butter for Thanksgiving.
What?
I know. That's
does that?
annoying. I know it's annoying.
Wait, no,
do
it's
you,
not.
do you have a butter churn or?
No, actually, you just put it. You know how you whip cream? You get heavy whipping cream and you whip it.
Yeah.
Well, if you continue to whip it, it turns into butter.
Do you wear a bonnet while you do it?
You whip it
I
good?
sit on my front porch. Yeah.
Up and down.
Yeah. So if you continue to whip
Don't make her do the motion.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
That's actionable.
Yeah. Yeah, so you continue to whip it and then it gets thick and then the butter forms and it looks just like butter, but you have to wash your butter. So after you wash it and then you store it for a couple days.
What do you
and
mean you
it's
have to
perfect.
wash it?
Well, you just have to wash off the remnants of the butter that doesn't
They sell butter
solidify.
pretty
Yeah.
much all kinds of stores
I know
have
they
it.
do, but fresh butter just is a game changer.
Really?
Fascinating.
It sounds great. I'd like to try that.
Yeah.
Now, I want to play something for you, Jess. I don't know if you heard this. This was a legit rescue that happened in New Jersey. In, what was it, Newark Harbor, Christy?
I wasn't here for this either. So.
Oh, you missed this
Yeah.
thing?
Yes.
And,
it happened while I was in.
Okay, I'm going to play you a little bit of
Florida.
this. This is the actual audio. This young man who he actually has an artificial limb. He removed his limb, dove into the water, and pulled this guy out of a sinking
Saved
car.
an old man out of a car, right?
He took his limb off before.
Yes.
I didn't catch
I mean,
that
this
first
guy,
one.
and then Josh made a pathetic joke about he's swimming in circles.
Right.
Went nowhere.
One-legged man
shaming this guy who's
Not shaming him at all.
actual hero.
I wouldn't shame this freak.
Josh would have said, I can't go swimming. I'm making my own butter. I want you to listen to this for just a second. This is legit. This is the actual recording. It sounds crazy, but here it is.
Gotta get out of there. He gotta get out the car. But the guy has to get help too. He might pull them down. I pull him down. Oh! Oh!
Oh boy.
The rescuer. He's out. What happened? Why would somebody do this?
And then, so Dean isolated just the woman, and I want to play you a couple of these. For example, she just said,
Oh, why did he do this?
and then she said,
Is he drunk or something?
and you get the idea, but it's right out of Central Casting, and this woman is great. And again, there was a very genuinely heroic act took place here, and the guy's okay. And then she gets kind of sad, and she's sort of trying to analyze the situation, and she says,
Who is he? He's an elderly man. Maybe he's got nobody.
I mean, this sounds like they're making like a Christmas movie.
Yeah, it does.
Here's every night, right before dinner, when her husband comes home. Hi, honey.
And I don't think she'd be in a Christmas movie.
No.
Not unless they
let's just be honest.
Change it to.
I think that's a pretty
Why,
fair.
Josh? I don't know. I can't.
Could I read the letter that I was trying to get to?
Yes.
This comes to us from Aaron. He writes, a longtime
that's
listener.
Moses' brother, I think. Aaron
Said, I knew the New Jersey lady reminded me of something, and then it hit me. She sounds like Josh's famous impression of Rosie the Robot on the Jetsons. Now, I'm going to play the lady, then I want you to do Rosie the Robot, Josh. Once again, she says...
Oh, why did he do this?
Oh, maybe because the new sock nozzle hasn't come in, Mr. J.
He's got to get home so he can make use of his new sock.
And then many others emailed me, and this, I think, is dead on, that she sounds like Edith Bunker from All in the Family.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Look at these great heroes. Yay! Heroes!
Wow. I just think that she's...
Hey, Archie.
Really, I mean...
He might pull them down.
It really does sound like Edith Bunker.
Yeah.
Or Rosie. So anyway, now, as you can see, Chuck apparently frustrated, annoyed, and angry about the lady.
Oh, I would pay, if there were a pay-per-view special of Chick and that woman in a car, in a smart car for an hour, I would pay $100.
Yeah.
Oh, really? How many times you been married? Oh, no kidding.
Oh, boy.
That's interesting.
She'd be reading every billboard.
Here, come on, I got you a drink.
Have you ever played the alphabet game?
Why
you driving in the
finish
lake?
all that drink, lady.
Why didn't you turn there?
Why are you driving so fast?
Do I have to punch you again?
Why are you holding that crowbar?
We don't have a flat tire.
You know why they call it Route 66?
Oh, I think I see something coming down the pike now.
There's Route 1.
And Route
There's
2.
Route 2.
This is just
and
like
Route 3.
This is like Jerry Seinfeld riding with his friends in a car.
Yeah, you're not as cute as him, though.
We're buddies, aren't we?
You know, Gene Wilder's name was Jerry. Jerry Silverman.
Okay, well, so much for the learning curve on that. Isn't that great, though?
Yeah.
That's just so nice.
Tom, I wrote a fat joke.
Oh.
Do you want an intro on it, or is this the fattest thing you've ever done?
No, but earlier you said that I couldn't go swimming because I would be too busy making butter. But I just wrote a fat joke that I think I'm taking your setup.
Okay. Do you need this? Do you need the music?
Why not?
Ladies and gentlemen, Jess Hooker just talked about making homemade butter. I said Josh wouldn't take the time to do that or save this poor guy because he's making butter.
Yeah, no, I'm not much of a swimmer, guys. Not a swimmer.
Really?
I can't swim. No, it's never longer than 30 minutes since I last ate. Thank you very much.
That's good. I'll put that in your act. That's actually very good. That's better than anything in your little show.
You get so close sometimes, though, don't you? We're so close.
Yeah, that'd be a standing ovation in Toledo. That is some rock solid comedy. Coming up, we're going to talk with comedian Al Jackson. And we also are going to talk with comedian Reno Collier. How many people do you have over for Thanksgiving, Ms. Hooker?
Oh, just our house.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
no, we're not inviting people.
Okay, good. And then a big bird or?
Yeah, it's already smoked, so I just bring it home and reheat it. So I made it easy. And I think like 17 pounds. We'll be eating turkey sandwiches for a few days.
Remember Yakov Smirnoff once said, I stopped smoking cold turkey. Now I only smoke ham.
Oh, that's almost as good as your swimming joke.
Kills and breaks.
Wouldn't you like to see a turkey smoking a cigar? Wouldn't that make you laugh?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, that's funny.
Well, speaking of smoking cigars, I think, do we have time to squeeze in the alligator story?
Jam it in there.
A Florida man rescued his dog from the jaws of an alligator. The video shows the guy jumping into a pond, pulling out his dog with the alligator still latched on.
Oh.
He can be seen struggling to pry open the reptile's jaws, and after about 12 seconds, he is able to free his little pet puppy. Meredith Budd, Regional Policy Director for the Wildlife Federation, said Mr. Wilbanks, as well as his dog Gunner, are healthy and okay. According to CNN, Wilbanks' hand was injured and he received a tetanus shot. You might be wondering why we have video of this. The Florida Wildlife has these cameras set up all over the state of Florida, and this just happened to be captured on one of their cameras.
Typically, it shows some wild cat in the middle of the woods.
Yeah.
And how long would you say the gator is? 3-4 feet?
Maybe.
Yeah. But this is a 3-month-old King Charles Spaniel, so it's a little puppy. I mean,
the puppy's underwater being...
Right.
I think I'd do that. Well, for one of my dogs, I would. I don't know about the other one.
Oh, jeez.
I have a favorite. Come on.
I'll miss you.
Yeah.
This guy, if you watch the video, the one I watched said, we have...
Just go with it.
We have muted the sound because it's so
I bet the yipping or yiping or whatever. Yeah.
And this guy...
Like, yeah.
And then they also... I saw a television news version of this, and they show the signs that say danger, alligators and snakes.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I guess this alligator came. He said,
jumped out like a missile.
Yeah,
didn't he?
I think he said something that jumped out like a missile. So pretty scary.
And the dog's okay. That's miraculous.
Yeah, a little puncture wound.
Of course, turkey news that night. They were more than upset with this area crazed man invading a turkey's home, alligator's home, and grabbing a defenseless child while they were just trying to eat.
Yeah.
Well,
area lunatic steals food.
Florida man, indeed.
The alligator wasn't harmed, was it? He just threw it back.
Apparently not. And this guy has asked whatever the wildlife people to leave that gator there. He doesn't want him to move the alligator.
Boy, that poor gator now has to swim around with his buddies, and you couldn't get that, couldn't land that puppy, huh? Yeah, shut up, guys. There's a man there.
Let's see. Oh, it must be a big, young, strapping guy. No, he's about 65.
A cigar in his mouth.
It
must have been like a really dangerous. Was it a really scary pit bull? No, it was a baby St. Charles. Yeah,
they're tasty.
Yeah, they're cute.
Yeah.
Aren't they?
They are cute.
Apparently, it's fairly easy to open a gator's mouth. Like all their power is in the closing motion. But
Bump him down.
This guy said it was real tough, and his fingers got all cut up. So,
well, he's a liar. It's easy to do.
Done it many times.
Want to bring a gator in here and try it?
I'm just glad his little doggy Gunner survived. That's the second Gunner surviving last week.
Inside, but well worth it. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, what happened here is always funny. Yeah,
let's
hilarious.
In any event, well, I'm glad everybody's happy. Everybody's okay. Now, speaking of survival, right now, very important to have.
You want to protect your compound against a gator coming in during Thanksgiving?
Yes.
Precisely.
Exactly.
Simply Safe. That's the answer. Tell them, Chick.
Your do-it-yourself home security system is Simply Safe. That's right. U.S. News and World Report call it the best home security of 2020. And right now, 30% off any system and a free security camera. More on that in a second. So whether you're traveling or staying put for the holidays, check out 35% off plus the free security camera. CNET, Editor's Choice for Home Security. It was named Best of 2020 by Forbes and Popular Mechanics. And, of course, it has an arsenal of sensors and cameras protect every inch of your home. And you can set it up yourself in about 30 minutes. It's all wireless magnetic technology. And they have the windows and door sensors, the glass breaks, the motion detectors. Simply Safe has it all. And monitoring your home around the clock by Simply Safe security specialist and ready to send emergency help the moment there's an alarm. Get 35% off Simply Safe plus a free security camera today by visiting simplysafetom.com. And for a little extra, get the app for your smartphone. You can check in on your house right from your phone. This deal expires Friday. And so you have to go to simplysafetom.com for 35% off and the free camera. That's simplysafetom.com.
Speaking of cameras, by the way, the alligator story we just did.
Yes, sir.
And I forgot to mention this. I kind of mentioned it when we segued into it. The guy that goes in to rescue the puppy from the alligator.
Right.
He had a cigar in his mouth the entire time.
Oh, good for him.
Wow.
You don't want to lose a good cigar.
Like the dude from A-Team.
Yeah, you'd think wouldn't that be the first thing? Throw the cigar on the ground.
I don't think so. Not if you're just.
That's awesome.
I don't
Reacted
know.
quickly. Okay,
Yeah.
very, very,
Stick
very
the
good
cigar in the gator's
Coming
eye.
up, comedian Al Jackson. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, this is Frank Caliendo, and you're listening to Bob and Tom
24/7.
Don't forget tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, it's Bob and Tom Tonight. Over 20 minutes of the best of today's show on video tonight. That's right, only 20 minutes long, and it's the best of. Just search Bob and Tom YouTube or head on over to bobandtom.com for Bob and Tom Tonight. 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. Taylor Swift won her third consecutive Artist of the Year prize at the American Music Awards, but missed the show for a good reason. She says she's busy re-recording her song's masters after her catalog was sold. Swift beat out Bieber, Post Malone, Roddy Ricch to win the top award. She also won Favorite Music Video and Favorite Pop Rock Female Artist. AC/DC are back on top of the Billboard 200 album chart. Their Power Up album moved 117,000 units in its first week of release. It's the band's third #1 album, along with Black Ice and For Those About to Rock. And finally, what's good news for the tiny owl found in Rockefeller Center Christmas tree may turn out to be bad news for mice in the area where it will be released. The saw-whet owl named Rockefeller has been preparing for release back into the wild. He's been eating down an endless supply of mice at the Wildlife Refuge Center. He was discovered a week ago by a worker setting up the tree in Midtown Manhattan. Rockefeller has since been gorging on mice to get his strength back in advance of his being released sometime soon. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
And now an important message from your friends at Frigamall Orthopedic Laboratories.
Hi, Brenda. Ready to go jogging?
Sorry, Christy. I can't. Didn't you notice I'm limping?
What happened? Did you blow a knee out?
Well, my knees do hurt.
What do you mean?
Well, we were on our way home last night and Bob started feeling romantic, so we pulled down a gravel road. And today, my knees are really killing me.
Girlfriend, I've got just the thing for you. They're called Attagirl knee pads.
With their soft, cushiony padding, you can say goodbye to sore and scraped knees. Attagirl knee pads fit right in your purse, so you can take them anywhere. Perfect for a Friday night date or that important job interview.
Hey, Brenda, how'd it go last night?
Well, my knees feel great. But, do the Attagirl people make lozenges?
You whore.
Attagirl knee pads. Order today, and you'll receive a free head helmet. You'll love wearing this stylish tabletop helmet with its flat, level surface, big enough to hold his beer, remote control, and a magazine.
Attagirl knee pads.
Protective goggles sold separately.
Hi, this is Nick Griffin, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Jimmy Schubert is our guest.
I'll tell you, something happened to me the other day. I was in this diner getting breakfast, and I'm looking at the menu, and I get a stick on the menu called a protein scramble, and I'm looking at it, and basically it's an egg omelet with chicken meat in it. Which is wrong. I mean, you don't take the eggs out of the chicken and then cook the chicken and put it in the eggs. Okay, that's too much chicken. I don't know who's back there cooking some kind of poultry serial killer, some barnyard strangler. That's an omelet that spans 2 generations.
That's wrong.
That's not breakfast, that's a vendetta. You know, that's like taking your hamburger and dipping it into your milk. You don't do it. It's not kosher. You got to separate some things, you know what I mean?
I don't blame them. I'll say it like this. What I hate worse than the common flies are them little fruit flies that are always hanging around in bars or in the summer around wet dog feeders. I swear to God. They could be 1,000 miles away and somehow spot a wet dog feeder like a hawk surveying feeder mouse. They always find them. Flies are sort of badass. When you ever seen pictures of flies up close?
Weird, huh?
Yeah.
Their eyes are like mini disco balls.
Yes.
They can see over like 200 different angles. Now, I bet flies would be great billiards players if they could make sticks to fit their hands.
Good point. Yeah, they can see everything.
Silly.
Now, we've got a couple of heads in here that have a lot of skin on them. One would be mine. The other would belong to Clint Howard, actor.
21 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Let's check in with Christy and her bangs and the weather forecast.
Thank you, Chick. Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by the CarX Man. Partly cloudy today with a high of 44. Cloudy with occasional showers overnight down to 38. Morning rain and then cloudy in the afternoon with a high of 49. Currently 35 degrees.
And coming up on the Bob and Tom Show, of course, our tribute to Tom continues. I think he's been around for a long time. And of course,
he was a good dad.
Only yesterday, just now, actually, he got lost in the building. And we're going to send out
I'm here.
a posse. I'm sorry, what?
I'm sorry.
Tom, we hardly knew ye.
Thank you very much. Maybe we could move
Welcome
that,
back to the Bob and Tom Show.
Move that coffee machine. Yes, indeed.
Yes, that's it. It's not you losing track of time. It's the
I
coffee
was
machine.
making coffee for Godwin back in the other building.
What? Can't he make his own?
No.
A lot of touch the machine.
We don't let him touch the machine anymore. It's very delicate. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. How are you, Josh?
Tell me something about...
I'm confused, but I'll explain that in a second.
Tell me something about Steven Singer and Josh, will you, Tom?
Oh, well, I'd be more than happy to.
I'm sitting in his chair.
Well, of course. That's the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair.
Did you hit your head back by the coffee machine?
No, I did hit my head over the weekend.
Really?
Yeah,
On the ceiling as you were putting the
things.
tree up?
Two things. I hit my head on the hatch on my car. I was loading the car, and I said, now I need to remember. Bang! And then this morning, I almost made all of your dreams come true, Tom. Can you guess what almost happened this morning?
You almost hit a deer.
I almost hit a deer driving to work. I look up, I don't know why I looked up, but I was dicking with my phone, and I glanced up, and there was this deer standing in the road like they're waiting for a bus.
I've been telling you.
How's it going?
And you get, every time I tell you about all the deer around here, you go, nah, that's a lie.
I jammed on the brake, and as I slid sideways a little bit, and I didn't, nothing.
Why were you looking at your phone while driving?
I don't know. I was thinking of texting you, Tom, telling you, just
much you
thanking
love me.
you and how much I love you.
I'd appreciate some things.
Yeah,
I don't get enough of that around here. Where was I?
Don't get it. Nobody gets thanked around here except Godwin. So there you go.
Is your coffee good there,
it's hot,
Chief?
boss. Thank you.
Coffee and a thank you and a great job, Pat.
There's like 4 things to do with that machine. Never mind. Where were we? Christy Lee is at the Bob and Tom News Desk, known as the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk in the newsroom.
Yes.
I think it was a girl deer.
Why?
No antlers.
Oh.
I thought you didn't see your deer penis.
Oh, jeez.
Deer penis.
That's a song. That's a Rodney Carrington song.
Yes, it is.
Most of those boy penises, gigantic on deer. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of penises,
Oh, hey, here we go.
he was famous for leading the punk band the Sex Pistols. Now he's in the news because he apparently suffered a flea bite on his male member.
I didn't know he hung out with the guys from the Red Hot Chili
I
Peppers.
didn't either. We're talking, of course, about iconic punk singer Johnny Rotten. The bites apparently occurred after Mr. Rotten began letting squirrels into his Los Angeles home.
All right.
See, this is how the madness began. Oh, the poor squirrels, we need to let them. No, they're filthy.
The Sex Pistols singer told the UK's Daily Star, quote, I looked down there this morning at my willy and there's a effing flea bite on it, and there's another one on the inside of my leg. Rotten, whose real name
Did you
is...
hear that, Willie?
Yeah, my name is a penis.
Yep,
Who can we
that's
blame
right.
for that? Okay.
John London said he became enamored with...
Lydon, Johnny Lydon.
Oh, Lydon, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Leiden's calling.
It's cold.
He's cold.
Said he became enamored with the furry critters known as squirrels and allowed them to stay in his Venice Beach home.
As long as I can make love to them.
No.
Oh,
He's making love to him, huh?
yeah, that's what he said.
Why do you tell anybody?
Yeah.
I'm
How do you
telling
get a
everybody.
squirrel to come into your house?
Well, how do you get publicity when you can't sing, play, or write? Oh, I know.
Very important band, Tom.
In what
Yep,
way?
he was.
They were monumental in
possible.
creating different whole.
Sing one of their songs for me. will
The
you?
Allman Brothers didn't invent everything. The Allman Brothers and the Beatles invented everything.
They could play and write and sing.
Yeah. Well, I'll give you
You don't hear a lot of
God Save the Queen.
Sex Pistols.
Anarchy in the U.S.
Sure, I love Anarchy in the UK. Yeah.
In what way? Make a good
I genuinely love that song. You guys don't like it?
Okay, and yes.
Yeah.
see, these
Musical taste is a personal
are
preference,
opinions, Tom. You can't tell us we're wrong.
Oh, you can jump off a 500-foot cliff if you want. If that's your opinion.
No, that would be a stupid
the
choice.
concept of gravity doesn't appeal to
Why don't you go
right.
make some coffee?
Overrated.
Okay,
It
we'll
gave a bunch of
continue
loser rock and roll writers something to write about.
Oh, my God.
You're Lester Bangs. You're.
If it's possible, I think you're getting crankier And I didn't think that was possible.
Totally overrated.
It's all right that you don't like them. No worries at all.
No one likes them.
No, who?
That is
No
not
one is playing
true.
their music right now.
Who cares?
You know what?
Who cares? It's the Sex Pistols.
I know you don't want to hear this, but my daughter in the car on Saturday played a Sex Pistols song. Definitely on her phone.
Look at that.
So
And I'm talking about the 18-year-old.
Look out, she's going to jump. It's the first sign.
No, I think if she was listening to Morrissey, then that would be the first.
That's true. She does not listen to
And now, our new album is called Sid Takes His First Bass Lesson.
That's funny.
That is funny. But to me, that's part of the charm, is that they're not
Able to play their
good.
instruments.
I mean, that's kind of the punk rock thing. Anybody can just say, hey, yeah, pick it up and do something. I like that.
Power chords, baby.
Yeah.
It's like that part of the Music Man where the kids are all handed their instruments and can't play.
Right.
Well, you're really upset about this.
No, I couldn't care less. If this guy jumped off a building, I couldn't care less. He's an idiot.
What?
Why are we talking about it then?
You have no sense of empathy anymore?
Not at all. He's an idiot.
I don't have any empathy for him getting a flea bite on his male member for having squirrels in his
I forgot that he even got a flea bite on his
Yeah,
penis.
who put squirrels in their house?
That
The
is
same
weird.
idiot that can't play an instrument that makes records.
Well, he was the lead singer who didn't play an instrument.
No one did.
How about if we go from Sex Pistols to sex dolls?
Somebody do something, yeah.
Authorities in Australia are investigating reports of students and teachers being seen with an inflatable sex doll. The Victorian Department of Education and Training appointed an external law firm to investigate an end-of-year muck-up day celebration at Malakuta College.
Malakuta itchy. Hayakuta, chicken.
I'm scratching my akuda.
Chicken hayakuta. What? Kuda, okay?
Itchy.
Jess, harakuda. What's it called? Harakuta?
Malakuta.
Oh, that sounds like an evil kuda.
Did you
You
just asked Jess, one of our female employees, how her akuda was?
Well, how Yakuda, yeah.
Hawakuda.
Yeah, it's all good.
Oh,
Traditional greeting, and
she gave us the okay sign.
Like a Native American tribe.
She gave us the okay sign.
It's the college in Australia, right?
Australian Broadcast Corp reports that primary school students witnessed older students, teachers, even the principal with the sex doll during the school's lunch break. One teacher is said to have ridden on top of the doll down a children's slide. Yeah.
Well, if you're a little kid, it's just like a stupid toy with its mouth open.
I think every kid knows what a naked person looks like.
Wait, Tom, and more stupid people? Is that what is that what's going on here?
This is like the senior prank. They bring in the sex doll to school
and what?
Well, perhaps this is an all ages school apparently. So
It's a college that's near a primary school.
okay, so kids were saying. I'm just sorry. I'm over here engaged. I'm trying to see if I can get a Malakuta College sweatshirt.
How we spell that?
Malacoota.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's
Mall, 2 L's, chick. I'm sorry.
I'm ordering. Merry Christmas, everybody.
All right.
I'm looking at the bookstore. Yep, yeah, they got him.
What is their mascot? The Malakuta manatee? What?
The crabs.
Malakuta crab.
Oh, Australia.
Finch.
All kinds of weird names.
Oh, this math book's $93.95. Wow. Yikes. Okay, we'll push on here. We have a request for some more veterans request for some more Thanksgiving music, which we're happy to deal with. Now, we did play, of course, Dean and Jerry. This is a great song from Floyd.
Back home, they're all circled round a butterball turkey. Well, I bow my head over stale beef jerky. I munched on sweets, love Boston baked beans. Find out milk duds will stick to your jeans. I'm all alone, but I don't hold a grudge, 'cause I'm first in line for maple nut fudge. Pancakes being poured on the griddle. Charlie Daniels in my head, heating up the fiddle. Truck stop Thanksgiving only comes but once a year. Truck stop Thanksgiving, better stock up on your beer. Truck stop Thanksgiving, wipe the gravy off your face. Truck stop Thanksgiving, pump 7, please say grace. traffic is heavy and my heart is too. Them rubbers in the glove box will soon be used. I'm paying for loving and I know it's wrong. A one-legged whore can't wear a thong. Her name is Tina and she's pregnant again, but with just one leg she still looks thin. Next morning she claimed to find religion too. I said, I'm glad you found Jesus, but I've lost your shoe. Truck stop Thanksgiving. Wipe the gravy off your face. Bring it home, boy. Truck stop Thanksgiving. Pump 7, please say grace.
Thank you very much, Floyd. That is so sweet. Now, we have. Did we really ever introduce everybody this break? I'm sorry.
Yes.
I was late. Okay, got everybody in.
I was windbagged quite a bit, by the way.
I think this is our first triple windbag, I think.
Now what? Is this the pool table thing?
This is the alligator thing.
Really?
I said that it was easy to open an alligator's mouth because all their muscles are designed to slam their mouth shut and not hold. But that's incorrect. It's their muscles are designed to slam their mouth shut, but it's then makes it hard to open. It's easy to keep it. I'm still confused. No, it's easy to keep an alligator's mouth closed.
This guy jumped in the pond.
Right.
His puppy had been taken underwater by a small alligator, and he pulled it up and got the jaws open, but he cut his fingers while doing so.
Right.
I think much like a lobster claw, you can just put a rubber band around an alligator's snout.
Exactly.
Stay shut.
Yeah.
I think you're thinking of a snake, Josh.
Oh, okay.
With the mouth,
No, but I think Chick's right. I have seen that where they just put a relatively small band around the alligator.
Right, or even tape. They can just put a little bit of tape, yeah.
You'll hear a lot of alligators say, can you get this rubber band off my snout?
Well, actually, Pat Godwin is famous for his impression of an alligator with its mouth taped shut, singing the songs of Frank Sinatra. What would that sound like? Did it my way.
Man, that alligator can belt it out.
They sure can.
That's
alligator belt.
There we go. I'm still trying to find a Malakuta College sweatshirt here.
Well, Chick found it very easily.
$41.95 for a pullover, yeah.
Oh, nice.
A little pricey, but they're nice.
It does sound like an ailment.
Ooh, I got a Malakuta.
Got a Malakuta.
Isn't that a heart song?
It's like a
What a great song.
There you go, Pat. Start writing.
I was thinking the same thing myself.
Once again, if you're just joining us, there was a sex doll on campus at Malakuta College
in Australia.
It's probably a fine university. I just
sure.
The name seems silly to us. I'm sure they have many names.
It's an Aboriginal name.
Silly in Australia. It's upside down. And,
It is Aboriginal.
Well, I'm sure.
It is, yeah.
Aboriginal, still the greatest. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the in crowd.
What?
Yeah, please tell me you realize that you and maybe one other person know what you're talking about.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Maybe.
The great song, The In Crowd?
No.
You know, and you saying the great song, a timeless, a classic, it doesn't make it any more.
I think that's been number one twice, I think.
Been number one twice, Chick.
The In Crowd is a great song.
Yeah, it really is.
There's the famous instrumental version as well.
That's one of my favorite songs of all time. Is the instrumental?
That's your pre-show
great
music,
version
right,
by
Josh?
Brian Ferry of Roxy Music, where it sounds like Dracula singing the In Crowd.
I'm in with the In Crowd.
I'm wearing a tuxedo like Dracula.
What was Roxy Music's hit?
Love is the Drug.
Oh,
More
that's
than
right.
this.
Great band.
Great band?
Oh, I like that song.
They're no Sex Pistols.
No, they can play, actually. It's amazing. All of the people trained musicians. Someone sat down with a pen, wrote down some lyrics.
Well, where are you at on like the Ramones?
Oh, I've seen the Ramones. Loudest thing I've ever seen in my life.
But do you really feel like they could play well, or?
But they could at least play some. Or
I think the Sex Pistols can play some.
No.
That's part of the charm of it.
No, it's Josh. It's one of the things you hate.
Yeah.
Is painting that is sort of certain types of abstract art drive you crazy. They only exist, as Tom Wolfe said, because of the criticism that justifies this crap.
So you feel the Sex Pistols?
Yes, same thing.
Okay, all right. I don't know.
That's you asked why did it make news that Johnny Rotten has fleas in his male member? Because he's not going to make any news for writing a decent album. Okay, they're not going to go, oh, this is fantastic. Look out, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. haven't seen a tunesmith like this.
Wish I had a pistol.
Yeah, nobody has ever accused Johnny Rotten of being a tunesmith.
And the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame never a
Working in the Brill.
Oh, never.
Working in the Brill building.
Aren't they in? They have to be in already.
Probably. I'm sure there's some ultra left-wing judge that insisted on putting them in.
What?
As Johnny Rotten celebrates socialism in his mansion in L.A. Right now, it's time to talk about the FBI. Why? Because they're talking about cybercrime. Guess what? In case 2020 couldn't get any worse with COVID and everything else, cybercrime way up. All kinds of fake emails that if you open them up, the next thing you know, they're eating your computer alive. I'm not sure what the technical term is, but be very careful what you open. If you see something that says enable content or enable editing, you might be the subject of some malware.
Yes.
So it's important to understand cybercrime and identity theft. Huge right now. That's where LifeLock comes in. Experts have designed programs that are out there scanning stuff to make sure that your name isn't stolen. It's called identity theft. Right now, your social security number could be for sale on the dark web. LifeLock's out there looking around. If they detect that your information has been compromised, they will immediately send you an alert. It's a very inexpensive service. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor transactions at all businesses, but LifeLock can see threats you might miss on your own. Join right now. You can get 25% off the already inexpensive fee by going to LifeLock.com and using the promo code TOM25. This is the year. You need it this year especially. 1-800-LifeLock or just go to LifeLock.com. It'll just take you a few minutes. The promo code is TOM25 for 25% off. Coming up, we're going to try to hook up with Al Jackson. We're having a minor technical issue.
And the Sex Pistols are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They were inducted in 2006, but they declined to accept the trophy.
Of course,
that's punk rock,
baby. Kiss our ass. Yeah.
That's 'cause they do a thing at the end where all the people play, and none of those guys know how to tune it. When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Tell us what you think. Call 888-BOB-TOM-1. More of the Bob and Tom Show next.
Sunshine. Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Jess Hooker, West Coast Mountain correspondent Al Jackson zooming his way in, and comedian Reno Collier as well. You can check out more about Reno at renocollier.net. And don't forget December 4th through the 5th. Reno will be at the Flyover in Anderson, Indiana, if you'd like to check out some live comedy. Coming up on Tuesday, Kostaki Economopoulos will be checking in, and comedian Tim Kavanaugh with a look at the November birthdays. And, of course, Allie Breen coming up on Wednesday. But we're rolling through a Monday, and you're with us right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Patrick Mahomes, a 22-yard touchdown pass to Travis Kelce, 28 seconds left. Kansas City avenged their only loss in the last 12 months. A 35-31 win last night over the Las Vegas Raiders in Nevada. Mahomes, 348 yards, and led 2 go-ahead scoring drives in the frantic fourth quarter for the defending Super Bowl champions. Other winners in the NFL yesterday: Carolina, Cleveland, Houston, New Orleans, Pittsburgh, Washington, Denver, the Chargers, and Dallas, all in regulation. And in overtime, Tennessee and Indianapolis. And in college football, Alabama is now a unanimous number 1 in the AP College Football Poll, and Northwestern has moved up to a number 11 for its best ranking in 24 years. Notre Dame in at number 2, Ohio State 3, Clemson 4, Texas A&M 5. Florida comes in at number 6, followed by Cincinnati, BYU, Miami, and Oregon. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
You remember you and Bob came back to my desk I know it was the first week I was on with you guys, and I had done something wrong on the air or something. And it had these cubicles, so they're both standing on the other side of the cubicle looking over it at me.
Yeah.
And they go, hey, that what you said there was wrong. You need to say it like this. And Bob walks away, and Tom stands there, and he goes, hey, look, during the news, it's probably best if Bob and I are the only ones talking. And then he does the classic disconnect. Thanks a lot.
Bob and Tom in the morning, and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, this is Henry Phillips, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Well, what else would you be doing with your time?
We had a guy die there.
That's right. I know the story.
I've seen some bad shows, but
now this guy actually died. A comedian named Ron Douglas actually died.
He died stopped breathing. Died.
He stopped breathing. Died.
Did he die in the green room?
He died in the green room.
And everybody went home and didn't know that.
And Larry Reed was there, and I was there.
And you didn't know he was dead.
No, I thought he was sleeping.
So you left him there.
We left him.
So the second show. So you all went home.
We all went home. So he's dead on the couch.
So you get a call the next morning.
We get a call the next morning. And Larry answered the phone. We were both staying in the same condo. Larry answered. He just hear he beat me to the phone. He got there. And he says, "What? Who? Dead?" That's Larry Reed. Yeah. This is all I'm hearing. What? Who? Dead?
That could be the funniest thing I've ever heard in this room.
If you could do an impression of a guy with 3 words and nail it.
Who?
Dead. And I've got this look on my face of Larry like, what? He hangs up the phone, looks right at me, and says, "Frickin' Ron's dead." That's it. That was it.
45 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
She doesn't like to talk about it, but it's Christy's best impression. Go ahead, do the Car X-Man weather. Go on, up there.
Q95, Fox 59 weather brought to you by the Car X-Man.
Wow.
Partly cloudy, high 44, 44.
That means the air's going to be cold and smelly.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Tonight, cloudy, occasional showers, low 38. Morning rain, but then clouding up and, still clouding up, but just cloudy and 49 tomorrow. You threw me off guard with the Car X-Man.
Sorry.
35 still.
Thank you very much. Let's see. I want to remind you of the TV show tonight. It's called Bob and Tom Tonight, My Indy TV 23 at 11:30. Monday through Friday, then a special Saturday edition at midnight on Saturday now. I think we're going to get Al Jackson hooked up here in just a second. I'll also remind you some cool Christmas lights, Indiana State Fair details, Q95.com. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. I'm happy to be here. That last break, I wasn't here.
Lost in the building, wandering around.
But Pat Goddard and I were discussing the screw-up that we made earlier. Well, let's see, where was I? This is Tom speaking. There's Ace Cosby, our engineer. Ace isn't in just any chair. That's the OmahaSteaks.com joke of the day chair. Oh, check it out, omahasteaks.com. I think I'm going to send Al Jackson some steaks. Just type BTS in that search bar, and we'll see if Mr. Jackson would like to cook up some steaks. I'll talk to Al in a second. There's a Chick McGee.
Yeah, you like steaks? Yeah.
There's Josh, there's Christy, Pat Godwin, Willie G, Tommy G here, and I believe we have Jess Hooker. Yes, they're all on the big screen. Look at those two smiles, Jess and Al. Just big white teeth. Looking so nice.
This is a compliment.
Yeah. Al, you want some steaks, my friend?
I do, and you know what, man? I've been known to hook up a steak or two. I have my own special marinade that has a little Worcestershire sauce in it. So do that, and I'll make a video and I'll post it on Bob and Tom.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to thank everybody. I was talking about my Aunt Marg's. I still remember I was about, 11 years old or 10, whatever. I went to my Aunt Marg's house for Thanksgiving, and she had this delicious dark gravy on her with her turkey, and it was the best I've ever had. And I have had about 30 people send me various ways to get that done. So I'm looking forward to having dark gravy this year. Our best cook in the building is Jess Hooker. She actually makes her own butter, which I know sounds like some kind of filthy joke. Yes, she was just discussing that.
I promise you, once you've had fresh butter, you will never go back to store-bought
So can you bring that in? Does it transport?
Yeah, I can. I actually put it in little turkey molds, so that's a part of the table setting. Too.
Wow. And Tom, I'd like to thank Jess for coming to us on Zoom from Colonial Williamsburg. I really appreciate a woman that honestly, and let me tell every woman out there, making your own butter is sexier than any lingerie that you can buy.
That's exactly right.
Every dude, like what people think the different sexes want is so off. Like my girl is the kind of person that'll do that, like make her own marinade from scratch. I'm like, first of all, I didn't even know you could do that. And I really think like men or just human beings like when somebody does something really special or takes extra time and doesn't make it from some box. If you make your cake from a box, cool. But like a woman that makes her own butter, that's how you get to a man's heart.
or vice versa, whatever. But I think that we've gotten way too used to too much store-bought stuff. Mm-hmm. I know my son Willie, for example, likes to get. Last time I saw him it looks like he was rolling his own cigarettes.
Oh, yeah. Is that what that was?
This is a nice way to tell everyone I'm still smoking. Thanks for that.
Why? Remember the great scene in the movie Easy Rider where they offer Nicholson a joint. He goes, "Oh, Sky, I got my store-boughts." I'm learning all these things that you can make from scratch. It's so much fun. You're absolutely right, Al. Are you doing anything else unusual, Jess? Anything else unusual for your turkey? Are you?
No, we're not doing anything unusual for the turkey. I'm going to make a squab this year.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So that'll be new.
Okay, I'm an idiot. What's a squab?
That sounds like a word that you can't say anymore.
Right.
Essentially a pigeon.
Well, you're right. I mean, Al, they're changing the name of the ski resort, Squab Valley.
No, a squab is a giant farm-raised pigeon.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Huh.
So
you're making pigeon?
Yes, I'm going to. We're going to put it on the grill and do it outside and see how it goes. We've never made one.
Look, I know there've been some economic cutbacks this year. And we're all feeling it, but I don't know if we're ready to start.
What do you cook that over? A barrel fire?
Or the other vagrants rotated for you.
Gloves with the fingers cut out.
Yeah. Although I saw something super cool this weekend. Have you ever heard of cooking a turkey garbage can turkey? Have you heard about this? Trash can turkey?
Is that when you fry it?
No, it's not a deep fry thing. It involves a lot of charcoal. You get a clean garbage can. It's a really interesting way to do it, especially if you
a couple burnt out buildings. Yeah.
Well, again, there's some safety
saying
concerns.
If you need the oven space or something, free up your
also,
oven.
It's just cool and fun.
You probably want a metal trash can.
Yes.
Yeah.
Plastic would not do well.
People ask, why is Josh on the show? It's because we need
stuff
hints
like
that because that's the kind of thing I would do.
People ask, why is Josh on the show?
Oh, my God.
All the
letter
time.
after letter after letter.
Hey, Dad, it's me again. Why is Josh on the show?
By the way, is no one going to talk about how, once again, adorable Christy Lee looks today? She looks like she just got back from India, and she's got a new name.
Yeah. She kind of went on her own little Eat, Pray, Love tour.
Exactly.
You are glowing, Christy.
Oh, well, thank you, Jess.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, that's so nice. I thought she looked like she was wearing a hockey sweater.
At first.
But yours is so much more romantic. So now, Al, are you going to stay in Colorado for Thanksgiving, or are you going to venture forth and try to avoid the COVID on the road?
Yeah, man, I'm gonna try and just it's really bad here. You know, my girl works for Kaiser Permanente, the hospital here, and then so she's got graphs and just charts that are just scary. You're like, looking at charts, you don't know what you're looking at, but you're like, I don't like that line.
No.
So yeah, I'm like, I don't like that at all.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hold it down. We'll be doing a virtual Thanksgiving, which sounds super fun. Tell yourself
That's sarcastic.
And yeah, who wants to see family? But hopefully they got this vaccine queued up. And you know what, man? Honestly, I just look at it like it'll just show me what I missed, and I'll be excited next year. You know.
Okay. Now, let's see. We have some new words. That's what this segment is all about.
I got some good ones.
I get to learn. We don't have a lot of time here, Al, so let's just get right to it. What have you got for me?
Tom, there's so many good ones. I realized after doing this for years, you do better when you get the first one right. So I'm going to ask you one that you've done already, and then we're going to go to the ones I really like. So, Tom, obviously, we're looking at Jess and Christy, and they're just looking as gorgeous as they could be. Tom, what two-word term could we use for that? The last word is up. What would the first word be?
Dolled up?
I mean, you're not. I mean, you'd be right if I was doing this from the 30s.
Yes.
A gangster movie.
Yeah, they were dolled up. I was at the movies.
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
Dolled up was around the Harlem Renaissance, I believe.
Yeah, my Philly got all dolled up.
I know. It's all.
Check her out.
They're all sexed up.
Starts with a G.
Starts with a G. Glammed up.
Glow.
They're all glowed up.
They had a glow up.
Oh, they're all
glowed
glow
up is something different.
I was
Glowed
going
up
to say
is,
gussy.
Glow up is very awkward to say around your Asian friends.
Yeah.
When they're acting childish, yeah.
Blow up.
Pretty funny.
Here we are again. Writing apologies. Okay.
Sorry. So do you say glowed up or glow up?
I would say that they had a glow up. They just they're radiant today. It's like, oh, girl, you had a glow up. Now, glowed up would mean that you're at a late night nightclub and you might be under the effects of something other than alcohol.
So you'd be lit, extending the
Good job.
analogy from last week.
We
Okay,
get
good.
the word, and you're ready to go now. So, Tom, this is maybe my favorite phrase of 2020. Tom, what am I telling you when I tell you I'm in my bag?
Well, I know, of course, you have a brand new bag now that you're a dad. Of course, we all know Papa got a brand new bag.
Certainly.
Your bag is your thing. It's your thing. Do what you want to do. I can't tell you who to sock it to. So your bag is your thing. Like being on TV is your bag, Al.
Tom, stop talking. You hit the jackpot. That's exactly right.
Wow.
And like you'd use it like somebody'd say, hey, Chicky wants to take your parking spot, Al. How do you feel about that? I'd be like, hey, look, he can do what he wants. I'm in my bag, meaning I'm doing my thing. So whatever they're doing, that's on them. But like you're doing your thing. So that's exactly right, Tom. Tom, let's keep the momentum going.
All right.
Tom, if I text you CD9, what do I mean?
CD9?
Means you got a lot of
CD9.
That's a really impressive CD changer.
Walkie-talkie for all our truck drivers out there. Think kind of walkie-talkie. What would
CD9?
Well, it's not CB, so it's not CD9. Wow, that's. Do the letters stand for something?
It's code 9.
Oh, okay. Well, that would help. Okay. Do you know what code 9 is? Anybody?
Code 9. Dad. No.
Is this something that would non-truckers use this?
Oh yes, this is for the Gen Zers out there.
Oh,
that's a code 9. Does that mean there's a very attractive woman across from you at the bar?
No.
Who's interested in your bag?
I have no idea.
You have no idea?
No clue.
What is it, Al?
I don't think anybody would know this because we're grown-ups and we don't have to worry about what we text. But if you text CD9 to somebody, that means that your parents are around you. You can't talk.
Okay.
Okay. Wow.
So yes, that's a special one. Now, Tom, I know we're running out
Al,
of
here's what I
time.
want to do. Can you hang on? We'll come back with you.
Tom, I have nothing to do.
Okay, good. You just keep hanging on to your glowed up bag.
His entire week is focused on this moment.
We'll be back with your glowed up bag, Al. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Chime in with an email. Send to Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. More of the Bob and Tom Show next.
Hi, this is Rodney Carrington, and you are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, if you missed today's show, we'll replay the show all day for you beginning at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 10 a.m. Pacific. It's Bob and Tom's all-day replay hosted by Christopher right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Starting at 1 p.m. Eastern, we'll replay today's show back-to-back and then again back-to-back right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. AstraZeneca says late-stage trials of its COVID-19 vaccine developed with Oxford University were highly effective in preventing disease. Those results are based on interim analysis of trials in the UK and in Brazil of a vaccine that was developed by Oxford and manufactured by AstraZeneca. No hospitalizations or severe cases of COVID-19 were reported. Britain hopes to have the vaccine available by the first of the year. Court officials across the country say a low turnout of people summoned to jury duty is derailing plans to restart trials for the first time since the coronavirus pandemic began. Within the past month, courts in Connecticut, San Diego, Norfolk have all had to delay jury selection for trials because too few people responded to jury duty summons. Officials believe people are wary of serving on juries because COVID-19 is spiking nationwide. Jury trials were recently suspended by state court systems in New York, New Jersey, and Denver due to the rising coronavirus rates. And in France, this Friday won't be Black Friday because the Paris government has gotten the nation's top brick and mortar merchants and even Amazon and other online sellers to postpone their traditional post-Thanksgiving deals. The move was made to help stores and shops that have been closed down by the pandemic. By delaying Black Friday a week, French officials hope it will level the playing field for retailers so they don't miss out on the annual consumer splurge. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Josh, but not everyone lives
really
the
can.
life of white privilege that you live with your
Continue
beard
from
and your
The Hague.
and your affectation of what does that look exactly? I'm stuck in Seattle in
The grunge look?
1993 and barely stuck in a pizzeria.
Wait a second.
And
You think you look at Josh wearing a flannel, and you think, look at that '90s grunge boy, Josh.
Yes,
Yeah, that's what he
In a
thinks.
pizzeria, Josh.
What does Josh look like? He looks like he's in Seattle, stuck in a pizzeria in 1993.
Obviously stuck in a pizzeria.
That's all he had to eat.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, of course.
Friday, 8 p.m.
Hi, excuse me. I'm having a dinner party and I've run out of coffee. Might I borrow some?
Sure. Here you go.
A few minutes later.
Excuse me. Could I trouble you again for some more coffee?
I just gave you some 10 minutes ago.
I know, but my guests are really big coffee drinkers.
Okay, here you go.
Thanks. Do you mind if I ask you a question?
What?
Do you live here alone?
Yeah, why?
Shortly thereafter.
You again?
I need more coffee.
It's impossible.
Okay, but it is possible that you want me.
No. Good night.
2 minutes after that.
Go away.
Stalker's Choice Coffee. The coffee is so good, he'll come back again and again and again.
More coffee. More coffee.
Go away.
Some coffee.
I'm going to call the police.
You want it so bad.
I'm calling 911.
You want it so bad.
Stalker's Choice Coffee. Share some with a neighbor. Stalker's Choice. It's what obsessive-compulsive relationships are made of.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Right now, Killer Bees joins us in the studio.
Bees, how you doing?
Real good, man. I get up a shopping list over here. My wife's eating in bed now. She's at that part of the pregnancy where they crave all this food. Some people have mirrors over the bed. We got a sneeze guard. Sleeping on those Posturepedic Sealamil, man. Hey, you ain't lived till you're making love, and your wife says, "Go slow. I'm spilling my chicken
knife," and just sit there and ready to. 9:03 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. Don't forget the TV show. That's right. It's called Bob and Tom Tonight, and it'll be happening, of course, tonight, 11:30, Miami TV 23. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Let's see, we got the big screen full. I look up in that screen and I see, God, it's almost like Mod Squad. Except there are four of them. Did you ever watch Mod Squad? Al? It was, no. Yeah, it was one. What was it? One rich, one white, one rich, one blonde, or something. I forget what it was.
You know, TV from 60 years ago. You remember that?
Yeah,
remember Mod Squad?
Remember Link?
Pete, Link, and Julie.
That's right. You'd be Julie. You'd be Link, by the way, Al. In case you're wondering.
I don't even get a chance to audition for the other roles.
Well, you could, but
well.
I mean,
we kind of had you in mind for Link. I'm sorry.
We could mix it up like Hamilton. Link could be a dude.
No,
I mean a lady.
Oh, there you go.
That's why I'll never watch that musical. Alexander Hamilton was a white man.
It's about time somebody said it.
It's about damn time.
And so was Fred Flintstone, and I'll go to my grave fighting you on that. Wait a
Dear
second.
listener, whether I began to apologize.
What Josh said is what you hear when you walk into a bar and there's like a guy in the corner talking to the bartender that's like trying to like patronize them and hear this rap for the 15th week in a row, and then you just go, oh, you just feel sorry. You're not even mad at Josh. You're just like, oh, the bartender every day. It's like, let me tell you something. George Washington was not a 6'4" black man.
I'm just saying, if LeBron James had to play against Larry Bird, there'd be no argument.
Bar discussions.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see who's who here. Okay, also on the big screen, we've got Jess Hooker. Christy Lee's right over there, and they're in various places. Christy's actually in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom right over there behind the glass in isolation.
Yes.
Pat Godwin, of course, is in isolation.
We're all the dirty ones.
Can you say that? Put a little spin on that? Go ahead.
Yeah, we're all the dirty ones.
There we go. I hear your shoes are off and you're rubbing your feet right now.
No, that would be gross. That's not
okay.
dirty.
You can't do that. What have I told you about talking like that? Stop it.
Ace is over there. There's
That
Willie.
makes me vomit.
Okay. Now, Al, we were taking the quiz, and as you mentioned, the ladies are all glowed up.
The ladies are super glowed up today.
Super glowed up.
Both for yous.
And I just learned that if I text someone CD9, letter C, letter D, numeral 9, is that correct? Or is it, do you type out the word 9?
Yes, if you're at an air traffic controller station. You don't have to say it like that. Just be like CD9, man.
CD9 man means that my parents or someone else is looking over my shoulder as I text this. So we're going to have to go back to more of a clean conversation, and you might want to put your top on. Is that pretty much what it is?
Exactly.
I have a question.
Oh, yes. Talk to me.
My girls were in the car yesterday, and they kept saying the word slamming. Is that, I've never heard that.
Back?
I guess. I mean, they were like, that's slamming. And I'm like, what?
Wow.
Yeah.
It came back. Yeah, slamming. Josh, what would you say slamming was? I would say that's like the early 90s.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you got to try this. This is slamming, man. Yeah, I mean, it's been a thing, but that was.
Was it followed by
every 30 years?
It was it followed by the word Hammond?
Slamming Hammond.
No, it wasn't. They were talking like music or something. They're like, oh yeah, that song is really slamming.
So it's not a sex thing.
Is Ham still out there, Al? But it's hard as.
Oh, yeah, not really.
Not really.
But you could still say it, and no one would be like, "Why are you saying that old thing?" But like, yeah, you could say, "Dude, I didn't realize, man. I went to that buffet and I went ham, man." Like you can still say it.
So wait a second, you just lost me. So what? I don't understand. The buffet has ham. What is it?
No.
Many do. Yeah.
So you're saying you could go ham.
Willie, explain.
Go ham.
So you're going ham, and that stands for, as Chick said, hard as, and you could imagine what M would stand for.
The big one.
I don't think you can.
The meatloaf.
Okay, there we go. The big one.
Hard as meatloaf. That's right.
Have you tried this ham? It tastes just like meatloaf.
Hard as meatloaf.
Al, Christy's daughters were also talking about how much they love BBCs. Could you maybe
I think the BBC is the world's radio station.
Jess is going to embarrass away on her camera.
No, the BBC is the world's radio station.
Well, yeah.
British Broadcasting Corporation.
I don't know.
So that's
it
what
does
they
have a lot of reach.
So is Lexington Steel an anchor on the BBC? Who's this Mr.
I've seen him. He looks more like the mast than the anchor. The man is.
Yeah, he's got the biggest antenna. I know that.
That's he broadcast worldwide off that thing. Al Jackson is our guest from the Daily Blast. Al is also an author. I've got the book. I put it right here. Here it is. Al,
would you go down to the basement?
No, I got these. I got a new system of shelves under.
Of course, it's working out great. I see that.
Well, I haven't finished setting it up. The book is called "Where Is Baby Ford?" And Al, this is a nice benefit project, and it's available. Where again is it? It's aljacksonlive.com. Is that right?
That's correct, man. And you know what, Tom? We were doing some adjustments to the site yesterday, and I looked, and it's officially an Etsy bestseller. So,
all right,
that's awesome.
Thank you to the Bob and Tom. That is all you guys. I really do appreciate it, and like the messages, man. I'm a goofy comic, man, and like you guys, sometimes I got to read them in shifts because they're really personal and emotional. So,
it's a benefit for the Firefly Autism Program in Lakewood, Colorado, and it's about your Ford.
Yes, sir. My baby Ford. So yes, it was a passion project of mine, and it's just really fun to see it all.
It's a dry read, but it's for charity. So it's
You're gonna set an alarm to wake up every 10 minutes. But still,
Tom just had to pick it up from whatever bug he just killed with it.
That's not true, Al. I was using it as a coaster.
It's a beautiful book, Al.
And Al, I'm sure that in our business is not like any other. Thank yous come in the form of dollars. You can say thank you until you're blue in the face.
But Al is featured on the Daily Blast. You'll find the Daily Blast on your TV or on your computer. Google it, see what's going on. Now, Al likes to educate me in language of the street. Al, I think I told you I went online and I purchased this book called Straight from the Fridge Dad, which is a dictionary of hipster slang.
So does that mean, does that mean fridge or something cool, or what do you?
Yeah, does that mean you're cool because you're straight from the fridge?
Dad or daddy-o.
But that's not okay.
If I said to Al, I'll tell you what, went to a nightclub the other night, she is quite the canary.
I don't know who wrote that book.
She can really sing. Is
Yes.
what they're saying. Yeah.
That's what I'm going for. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
they give an example of this from the Phonograph Monthly Review of November of 1930.
My God. When we're just sitting here letting them do this.
It was by
It just shows you how slang doesn't
age well.
How about this one? I'll tell you what. Ever since we broke up, she has been catting around.
Oh yeah.
Oh, she's a whore.
There's actually a famous rockabilly recording by Charlie Adams from 1954.
Famous.
So there you go.
It's like she needs two vaginas, right?
That's right. Yeah.
She's out there.
To accommodate all the
round heels. How about
Round
this
heel.
one?
Yeah, good one.
Tell you what, Josh is quite the chalk eater.
Is that
what?
Cocaine?
No. This one is really specific. There's only one person I can think of in the world that'll know this.
Pool player?
No, a chalk eater is a gambler who always backs the favorite in a horse race.
Oh, because they used to keep track with chalk on a blackboard.
Yeah.
Boy.
So specific.
That is
regional.
I love that. I love that one.
Okay.
Willie was genuinely upset.
Yeah.
Because this is a book.
It's regional.
This book. It's 10 people in New York City that were there for a year and a half.
Right.
Those are the only people that talk like this. Allen Ginsberg said something one time, and now you call in and we can't hear your great words because we have to hear to hear about a canaries coming straight from the fridge.
Another hunk. Tom's hijacked.
Yep.
This noise.
Waits all week to call.
Okay, Al, I'm going to give you one chance on this.
Who's enjoying this?
No one.
Who do you think said, in what context, look like Tarzan, sing like Jane?
I would say maybe a football player that's really built, but he plays like
certainly a good guess. I won't make you think too hard. This is a great quote. I've never heard it before.
Yeah.
Little Richard's recipe for rock and roll success: look like Tarzan, sing like Jane. And it has that kind of ambisexual,
exactly,
Little Richard thing in there.
Right.
Sadly, a genius.
You think about how Richard Pryor. You think about how he would be accepted now. It's like, okay, he's kind of gender fluid, and no one would even notice or care. He's not even really that. He's flamboyant, but no one would care. Think about when he was. He was coming out in full makeup.
Oh yeah,
in the 50s as a black man
singing Tutti Frutti.
Right,
it worked.
Yeah,
I mean, you would fear for your life, and it just his music was so good. Everybody's like, all right, he gets a pass. I don't care if you got full on rouge.
If you're that good, you can get away with murder.
It's so. I've always thought this, and maybe you guys can help me because I'm sure maybe Chicky or you guys were around for the 80s hair metal era. Mm-hmm. But that was the height of air quote machoism. But these guys had on blush.
Yeah.
And
mascara.
Their hair was crisp.
Eyeliner and
It's so interesting that the toughest guys are so quick to be like, hey, don't put your arm around me in a picture. That's I'm not like that. But then they're like, now let's put on Twisted Sister.
And Cinderella.
It's so weird, how you can have that kind of dichotomy.
Yeah, I remember introducing the guys from Cinderella, Pat.
Yeah.
That was kind of freaky. It is. You look lovely, Steve. I don't have a problem with it. Al, we got to go. Al Jackson's book is available, aljacksonlive.com. Nice benefit project for the Firefly Autism Program in Lakewood. Have a great Thanksgiving, Al.
Yes. Hey, I love you guys. You guys make my Thursdays, man. I appreciate you guys. Enjoy your turkeys and send those steaks, Tom.
Okay, I will. And today's Tuesday. Oh, wait, no, today's
Monday.
Sorry.
Well, but
we know what he's referring to.
Right.
Hey, cut down a nice compliment with the technicality.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, get your Christmas gear up, everybody.
Just say thank you and move on.
Goodbye. Thank you, Will. I want to remind you that Christy and I are big fans of something called Hello Fresh. What is it, Will? It's the box of magic, full of food at mealtime. What is it? Well, they do the shopping for you. So the box arrives and it's got instructions on how to cook it. They've done all the measuring for you. So they're relatively simple recipes, but they taste great because they've got fresh ingredients, number one, but they've also got the spices all lined up for you. Every week, about 22 recipes designed by great chefs, including family-friendly stuff. If you're a vegetarian, they've got something for you. If you want low-cal, they've got that. Comfort food, they've got that. So say goodbye to your own maybe a not so great cooking, or maybe cooking you're getting a little tired of, and maybe you really don't want to go into the grocery store. How about this? HelloFresh has an offer. They want you to try it, and you can get your meals on the table usually in about 20 minutes. So first of all, you save 40% on groceries. You cut your food waste by 25%. Plus, you save time during these hectic holidays. This is the best time to start, and this is the best offer ever from HelloFresh. You go to HelloFresh.com, use the code BTShow90 for $90 off, including free shipping during HelloFresh's Black Friday sale. That's HelloFresh.com, and it's BTShow90. Limited time offer. HelloFresh.com, the code is BTShow90 for $90 off. Once again, HelloFresh.com. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you with the code BTShow90. Coming up, we've got Dr. Fauci, we've got reindeer, we've got human meat steaks in the news. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bees are stupid. Them are not stupid. They're stupid. Them are not stupid. They're stupid.
Essential Morning Radio.
They're stupid.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
It's the laughter after the Bob and Tom Show. We call it Bob and Tom's Work Farce. Ace Cosby, your host. Keep the smile going all day and keep your coworkers guessing what's making you so happy. It's us right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. And Ace Cosby will be up right after the Bob and Tom Show. We call it Bob and Tom's Work Farce, and it's on the way right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Coming up right after the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. Taylor Swift won her third consecutive Artist of the Year prize at the American Music Awards, but missed the show for a good reason. She says she's busy re-recording her song's masters after her catalog was sold. Swift beat out Bieber, Post Malone, Roddy Ricch to win the top award. She also won Favorite Music Video and Favorite Pop Rock Female Artist. AC/DC are back on top of the Billboard 200 album chart. Their Power Up album moved 117,000 units in its first week of release. It's the band's third #1 album, along with Black Ice and For Those About to Rock. And finally, what's good news for the tiny owl found in Rockefeller Center Christmas tree may turn out to be bad news for mice in the area where it will be released. The saw-whet owl, named Rockefeller, has been preparing for release back into the wild. He's been eating down an endless supply of mice at the Wildlife Refuge Center. He was discovered a week ago by a worker setting up the tree in Midtown Manhattan. Rockefeller has since been gorging on mice to get his strength back in advance of his being released sometime soon. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
It once was sweet and juicy, mine for the picking. Now it's turkey jerky, not finger licking. Grandma Noah's got a dry bird. No one wants to taste hers. And I'm all out of drippings and can no longer baste her. Grandma's got a dry bird. Yeehaw!
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Comedy via your computer. Bob and Tom 24/7.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Now, have you ever done a cop convention or anything?
I just did one last night.
Did you really?
Yeah, and they're fun because they understand stuff that I'm talking about, you know. I always say
Unlike the normal audience.
Yeah, the biggest misconception people have about police is that we really care. Because don't. If you see a wreck and you can make a U-turn, you're going to do it.
Sometimes you just get stuck.
Oh, you know, you just don't want to hear it. It's always the same thing.
Don't want to hear it.
That's true. Every time you make a traffic stop, I ain't out catching real criminals. Well, I'll tell you the truth, lady, I'm not that good at this job. I'm trying to figure out a way to get disability without actually hurting myself. See, I was a smart aleck.
Didn't take it all that serious.
Oh, yeah.
Did you?
Oh, heck no. People would make U-turns on the expressway. I'd pull up behind them and go over my microphone and go, you know, because it says authorized vehicles only. I'd pull up behind them and go over my microphone and go, I authorize you. I don't care. You can't be subpoenaed if your name's not on anything. That's the way I always felt about it.
Hi, this is Bobcat Goldthwait, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
First of all, our guest in the studio, comedian Evan Davis. You live in L.A., so you got to have a car.
You got to have something big. I don't think that's right, man. Housewives driving expeditions. I don't think you should be able to. You should be allowed to drive something that big unless you're really going on an expedition. Like if you're picking up See's candy in a shower curtain, that's not an expedition.
No. 922 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you very much, legendary voice of Chick McGee. Christy Lee's got the forecast.
I do. Q95, Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Partly cloudy today with a high of 44. Overnight, occasional showers, low 38. We start out with some morning rain, then cloudy, and 49 on Tuesday. It's 36 right now.
Thanks very much. The TV show tonight, it's called Bob and Tom Tonight. Mindy TV 23 at 11:30. Then, of course, the special Saturday night edition at midnight. Thanks very much for watching. We certainly appreciate it. You can see how handsome Josh looks today. Oh, yes. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. I was just thinking we could go with a new audition thing for the Mod Squad. We could have Reno Collier and Al Jackson and Christy Lee. You could do one black, one red, one blonde.
Yeah. I'm guessing I'm red.
Yeah, that would be the notion. Yeah, that's Reno Collier. I can see him right there. He's at home. And with the video, it looks like, once again, I think Chick pointed this out, it looks like you're in front of the curtain at a funeral home.
I know. It's my wife's choice and drapes or whatever they are.
Nice drab gray. That really livens up the house during the winter.
Well, it's the holidays, you know.
Cheer it up a bit. Then there's the very colorful Jess Hooker in her, that's such a nice background there, Jess.
It is. I like that green.
Looks great. There's Pat Godwin. There's Christy Lee. Then we got the human beings in the room with us. Right here, it's your Ace Cosby. I got a surprise for you coming up, Ace. We have a Chick McGee over there. There's Josh. I'm Tom. That's Willie G. Now, Ace, I've been looking for some Christmas present for you. And a
tree?
Well, you know something? You're not going to believe what I found.
What?
Official Las Vegas Raiders Christmas ornaments.
Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All the teams.
I mean, you know, what says the birth of Christ like a pirate with a football helmet, a couple of swords, and an eye patch?
Sure. That's how we do it.
Do you have any of these, Ace?
I do have one right here.
Okay, yeah. They've got a whole tree here.
I have a little Joe Theismann. Yes, his leg's broken, Reno. I know you were going to say it.
I was going to just snapped off like many ornaments do.
Yeah, it's still not funny. Okay. He's a real person, Reno.
I know. I'm sorry.
And kids and.
Oh, they have Ace. They have Raiders everything for you, including pajamas. That's unbelievable. They have wintertime Raiders pajamas.
I love that you think this is all new.
Just for Ace.
I had no idea.
I like where he's going.
Because Ace was talking about the fact that he wants us to get him a Christmas tree.
I didn't say I wanted.
Kind of sad. It's like Tiny Tim.
When it gets to this level,
God bless us, everyone.
Is it sad?
That was Ace doing that was Josh doing Ace as Tiny Tim.
That was great.
I bought some Boar's Head chicken sausage this weekend.
Oh.
It was on clearance, but.
Okay, talking about that last week is what we were doing.
Okay, I'm sorry. Reno Collier is our guest.
Got to tell Chick about this.
Reno, let's see. First of all, everything okay at your house?
Everything's good, man. Getting ready for Thanksgiving. Gonna brine a turkey.
All right. Are you going to cook it outside? Don't you have one of those? What kind of grill do you have?
Green egg. Yeah, man. I'm gonna smoke one and put some legs on there. And with COVID, our family's not coming. We're gonna have cutouts. And we're going to we're gonna pump sound in. We're just gonna have intermittently who'd you vote for? Yeah, it's gonna fire through the
bring that up.
Yeah. No, I brine it in water. You put it like in a big 5-gallon bucket and salt, lemons, apples.
Are you doing a whole turkey or just the legs?
I'm doing a whole turkey, but I do legs on the sides. Some people like just the legs. So,
okay.
Yeah.
I like my breast with a side of legs. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the only way to have it, Tom.
This is
actually... You know who doesn't like legs?
Who?
Joe Theismann.
Oh, there you go.
Hello, Reno.
There he is.
Yeah. Actually, the way things are going in the NFL, we could name several people right now that are.
That's true.
Yeah.
I want to read this especially for Jess Hooker, who's the best cook of our group here, and she's actually going to be hand making butter.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I already did that. That's the prep work that I have done so far. So.
Okay.
And that is transferable, so you could bring us a sample.
I absolutely can, yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited.
What do you mean
What are you transferable?
Of course, it's butter.
What, do you want her to send it from one bank account to another?
You want a quick pay butter? What are you doing?
What's the account number for that butter?
What the hell's wrong with you? What a stupid question.
Get him, Chick.
You can only Venmo margarine. Okay, Christy, I sent you this story from the New York Post, the headline, Growing Human Meat Steaks from Your Own Cells.
We could have gone all week without hearing this story.
No, I think it's important to know that science is getting out of control.
A do-it-yourself meat kit for growing steaks made from human cells recently nominated for Design of the Year by the London-based Design Museum.
Now, you'll notice this wasn't released by some august body of cooks. It's an art museum.
You need to explain this because you only gave me a couple of lines, and I have a lot of questions. Named the Oboro steak after the circular symbol of a snake eating itself tail first, the hypothetical kit would come with everything one needs to use their own cells to grow miniature human meat steaks. So this isn't a real thing.
Yes, you got the key word. Hypothetical.
Then why are we doing it?
Because this is the guy that gets Josh incredibly upset.
He's right.
Oh, so angry.
This is ridiculous.
So another way of saying this
is to food what the Sex Pistols are to music, Josh.
This is not a story.
It's not a story.
At all.
Unbelievable.
I thought we were going to be able to eat human meat.
So did I.
So excited.
If we did a blind taste test, would we be able to tell what each other tastes like? You think we would be able to guess?
Maybe a few of us.
It'd be easy to tell. I know for Mr. McGee, it'd be very simple. He'd taste like chuck steak.
That's just words together. That's not even. That's not a joke.
I'll defend myself. You're right. What did your nickname used to be in the radio?
Chuck's. No, what? No, not on the radio. In high school,
you were Chuck Michaels.
Oh, Chuck Michaels. Yeah, Michaels.
And then in high school, you were Chuck.
Somebody's getting a package.
Chuck's Deluxe.
That's Reno. Somebody's at the door.
I know.
Perfect.
Uh-oh, repo time.
God.
Oh no, they don't have to ring the doorbell. They take your car. I know that.
I don't know if you can tell by my sweatshirt, but I just escaped from the road crew. So they call me the cop.
That is a nice orange.
For those of you wondering who buys the orange sweatshirts, it's Reno.
It's my work shirt.
Okay.
And I'm going back to do construction, and I was on the side of the road, and I was digging a hole post for a mailbox, and some jackass drives by and goes, "If you can't do the time, don't do the crime." I'm like, I'm a comedian, you jackass.
That's great.
Was that a Gene Wilder movie where he goes nuts? I'm an actor, and what is that movie? The guy just loses his mind when someone pulls a stunt like that. Reno Collier is a distinguished comedian. The world of comedy, like everything else, is kind of on semi-hold right now. So I know you're keeping busy and working on the chain gang, as they say.
Yeah, man.
I thought we would review, Reno, if you don't mind, today in history, because I know you're kind of a history buff.
History.
Well, now this is one these guys should know. So I'm going to see if anybody remembers this. The birthday of Franklin Pierce today. Of course, he was the president of the United States. Most famous for what?
The Pierce Arrow. He was an automobile manufacturer. Oh,
He had pierced ears.
Nope.
Oh, I don't know.
Nipples? Was the namesake of Hawkeye Pierce.
No. He was famous for being, by some standards, considered to be certainly the most handsome of all presidents.
Is that right?
Oh, we looked him up, and I would not say that.
Say who?
Yeah.
Mrs. Pierce?
When did they ask? Well, back in the 1800s?
They voted on it, although all the ballots aren't counted. I think that Franklin Pierce was
I demand a recount.
the most handsome of all presidents. Well, it didn't work out real well.
Oh, sure. He's a good-looking dude. Yeah. Look at that man.
I like him scrappier. Give me a Martin Van Buren.
Was that one of the dummies that Dean brought in here? Was that a Franklin? Yeah.
I think it was.
Did you ever hear this story, Reno? I walk in here one morning, and I'm the first one here. I pop the lights on, and I just about pooped my pants. There were two lights. I didn't know at the time. I thought there were two dudes sitting in here. It was two life-size wax dolls of presidents that Dean bought when some presidential wax museum went under, and he drove halfway across the country to buy these dead bodies that creeped the hell out of me.
And if we could vote, anybody gets startled, we'd vote Tom because he just loses. Oh my God! He screams and yells.
Yeah. Anyway.
Damn you, Taft!
So how about this one? I'm going to direct this one to you, Reno Collier.
Yes, sir.
Billy the Kid's birthday, 1859. How old was Billy the Kid when he died?
He was young, like 20-something.
Yeah, you're getting close.
I want to say 19.
22.
22.
Do you know why they called him Billy the Kid? Because he was the greatest of all time. The GOAT. That's right.
Jeez.
Oh, God.
Boy, that connects the dots.
Words
worked too hard.
Wait, what was
hearing himself talk.
I hate the term GOAT being used for greatest of all time. I'm sorry. Most valuable player is much better.
A kid is a young goat.
Okay. Willie G., this one's for you. Born in 1887, Boris Karloff.
Boris Karloff?
Boris Karloff, by the way, will be famously all over the airwaves, the late Boris Karloff, in the next month or so.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought it was a Toris Sackhoff. I was going to do a chick, the Russian joke.
You want to do that joke for Reno?
Torter Sakhoff? The book is called I Was a Lady Russian Wrestler by Torter Titoff.
Right. Yeah, that's right. Boris Karloff, most famous, I think, is one of the Frankenstein monsters, but also, was he the narrator of The Grinch?
That's right.
Yeah, a tremendous, born in 1887, going way back. Wow, the great Boris Karloff. And apparently a super cool guy.
Yes, yeah, by all accounts.
And the singing in that is Thurl
Ravenscroft, yep. Huh?
Yeah, okay, some very cool stuff. Also, today we have the birthday of a friend of the show, Chris Hardwick.
Good man.
And Chris's dad is famous as what, Reno Collier?
Candle guy?
No, I mean, there's a pun there. Yeah, the Hardwick.
Hardwick, yeah.
Oh,
funny.
May I guess?
Yeah.
I think I know this. Isn't he in the Bowling Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
And where's the Bowling Hall of Fame?
St. Louis, Missouri.
St. Louis, Missouri. Right. Planet Day. You can't see it all in one day.
Ace, I'm going to give you a slow pitch here. It's the birthday of Nicole Palisi. Snooki is correct. I know nothing about her, except sometimes she got famous, and there's a famous thing where...
Jersey Shore, come on.
For some reason, I never watched a second of that.
Oh, I'm not
I know. It's because I
surprised.
wasn't tied to a chair.
She's a mom now. She's all settled down. She grew up.
Snooky. Woo!
Happy birthday, Miley Cyrus. She's actually tremendously talented.
I agree.
Now, Mr. McGee pointed out earlier today that 1904 was the first modern Summer Olympics in St. Louis. The first clothed Olympics.
Yes.
As you know.
Sadly, the first clothed.
Indecent, but.
And I did point out that it just shows that everything in St. Louis, they seem to be losing all their teams. First the Olympics, then the Cardinals, then the Rams.
It's fine.
Sorry, Josh. And then they lost Josh.
Yeah, they lost me.
Okay. And in 1936, the first issue of Life magazine is published.
Who was on the cover?
Mikey.
Little Mikey.
Josh, you were so quick, dude. That was freaking. My brain was just like, Mikey.
Is it? And they sort of still publish, right? They do
specials. Yeah,
okay.
Chick's right.
Lady Di, Elvis, Beatles.
Ironically, usually when somebody dies, they'll have a commemorative life.
Maybe they should change the magazine to Death.
I would say so.
You think Dead would? Probably wouldn't sell. Right?
Death?
DEAD, right there on the cover.
Probably not. I think that's it. Well, so Reno. So back to construction. Do you have any more gigs coming up, or is everything kind of on hold for a while?
It's I had to move some, and some got moved. I'm doing a show at a church in Georgia, December 3rd, which I've never done before. But it's for this Christmas thing or whatever. And so if any of you pray, please pray for me on December 3rd that my mouth doesn't fire off.
You won't be on the altar, though, will you?
I will be close.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think a lot of churches, right? They have a rec room or something.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be really awkward.
I would hope that I would be in the cookie room.
Yeah.
For the love of God, literally. I hope I'm not in the, yes.
Yeah.
Well, also, Reno, I don't know if you ever worked at a sports bar where they won't turn off the TVs and those can be a little distracting.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing more distracting than Jesus on the cross right behind you.
Yeah, that's tough.
After you do the first great abs joke, you're kind of out of material.
But he did have great abs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Jesus was swole.
You want to see something funny? Bob Zaney doing a sports bar with the TVs on. That's funny stuff.
Okay. We'll talk to you later, Reno. Thank you.
Hey, happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you too, sir.
Take a picture of your stuff. I want to see it with the big setup with your big green egg.
I absolutely will, bud.
Now, let's see. I want to talk to you over there, Josh, because that isn't just any chair you're sitting in. Oh, no. That's the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair. And Steven's got a lot going on, and the season has arrived. Steven's got all kinds of jewelry, of course, but also he's got Krista. Krista's not a person. Krista is, in fact, a beautiful engagement ring, a bright white, 100% eye flawless, near colorless, high quality, round, brilliant cut diamond. This is a beauty, and it'll save you a lot of time and an incredible amount of anxiety if you're in the market for an engagement ring. Check out Krista. One click away, a magnificent full 1 carat round brilliant cut diamond, $31.98. Get all the details at IHateStevenSinger.com. Not to mention, I keep telling you, some great ideas. Dangle a nice bracelet from that turkey leg. Oh, yeah. Don't put it in the mashed potatoes. That could cause serious dental work later on. IHateStevenSinger.com. Click on the Krista Ready for Love engagement ring, or click on whatever you want to check out. Remember, he tends to get the stuff out. If you get your order in by 2 o'clock Eastern, it's probably going to go out that day. Steven Singer Jewelers, real jewelry, real experts for your real love. That's IHateStevenSinger.com. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. When we come back,
I'll answer the question. What was on the cover of the very first Life magazine?
Oh, I can't wait. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show, brought to you in part by Navy Federal Credit Union, proudly serving the armed forces, DOD, veterans, and their families. Our members are the mission, insured by NCUA. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, treat yourself to a VIP membership at bobandtom.com. If you love the Bob and Tom Show, full access right now is needed for you, or maybe the Bob and Tom fan in your life makes a great holiday gift as well. Check out the Bob and Tom VIP Premium Service. You get the live 7-camera video stream of the show each and every morning as it happens. See what the cast is wearing, how they react to each other's jokes. Oh, the fun they have in the studio. Plus, you get the Bob and Tom Show commercial-free and on demand with our daily podcast, Bob and Tom Archives, access to the album library. It's all right there for our VIP Premium Service members. Check it out now at bobandtom.com/VIP. We'll find out what we learned on the Bob and Tom Show today when we return right after this.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Patrick Mahomes, a 22-yard touchdown pass to Travis Kelce, 28 seconds left. Kansas City avenged their only loss in the last 12 months. A 35-31 win last night over the Las Vegas Raiders in Nevada. Mahomes, 348 yards, and led 2 go-ahead scoring drives in the frantic fourth quarter for the defending Super Bowl champions. Other winners in the NFL yesterday: Carolina, Cleveland, Houston, New Orleans, Pittsburgh, Washington, Denver, the Chargers, and Dallas, all in regulation. And in overtime, Tennessee and Indianapolis. And in college football, Alabama is now a unanimous number 1 in the AP College Football Poll, and Northwestern has moved up to a number 11 for its best ranking in 24 years. Notre Dame in at number 2, Ohio State 3, Clemson 4, Texas A&M 5. Florida comes in at number 6, followed by Cincinnati, BYU, Miami, and Oregon. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Do you remember you and Bob came back to my desk? I know it was the first week I was on with you guys, and I had done something wrong on the air or something. And it had these cubicles, so they're both standing on the other side of the cubicle looking over it at me.
Yeah.
And they go, hey, that what you said there was wrong. You need to say it like this. And Bob walks away, and Tom stands there, and he goes, hey, look, during the news, it's probably best if Bob and I are the only ones talking. And then he does the classic disconnect. Thanks a lot.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of
curvy cleavage on display.
The thrill of victory and the agony of defeat.
Don't touch those.
Sorry.
The human drama of
curvy cleavage on display.
This is
The Bob and Tom Show. No shoes, no shirt, no talent.
The Bob and Tom Show now presents The Law Minute with ex-attorney Jack Thomas.
Hello again, everybody. This is ex-attorney Jack Thomas. You know, I got a lot of mail here at the ex-law office, and today, let's open a letter. Well, this comes from young Davey Radonovich of Kokomo, Indiana. He asks, what is the difference between slander and libel? Well, what kind of idiotic, stupid question is that? What kind of little pea-brain moron would write me? I think if I were you, little Davey, I'd worry more about inbreeding than I would about the law. Davey, that was slander. If I would have written it down, it would have been libel.
This has been the Law Minute with ex-attorney Jack Thomas.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the law is your...
9:45 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
That is correct indeed. I want to remind you of some cool stuff going on out there, including the Christmas Nights of Lights at the Indiana State Fairgrounds. They've got it all lit up at night. It's a lot of fun. Check it out. All the details are at Q95.com. In fact, I think you could even perhaps win some tickets. Find out all the details once again at Q95.com. Our TV show is called Bob and Tom Tonight. It airs at 11:30 this evening on My Indie TV 23, special Saturday edition at midnight. Congratulations to the Colts. That was a great end of a game. Very, very exciting. And bravo for the big win for the Colts. Interesting Colts news. The Colts have acquired a bunch of property downtown just south of Lucas Oil. That's very interesting. What'll be there, you know? Who knows? Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. There's Ace, there's Chick. I'm Tom. Josh, check. Willie, the ladies are Jess and Christy. I see them up there on the big screen there in different rooms.
Hi.
Looking very nice. Pat Godwin's in there. Pat,
He looks very handsome today, too.
He does. We've got your big song coming up. We're going to get to that tomorrow. All right. Pat's promised he's got a new song for us. I said, reminded me of something in the Caribbean. He said, no, it's Hawaii. I took a pretty stupid thing to argue about. But, okay, where were we? Christy, we never got to our some good news from Dr. Fauci.
Yeah, real quick, though, you mentioned that it's the anniversary of Life magazine. The very first cover was actually a photo of the Fort Peck Dam's spillway. I know that would sell a lot of magazines back in the day. Yeah. But apparently on this date in 1936, it was pretty big. Yeah.
Wow.
I know. I was a little shocked myself.
That's why they did the offshoot of Life called People, because they would put people on the cover.
The new Life.
I'm sure the damn spillway was a great feat of engineering.
Yes,
we often don't highlight great feats of engineering in our culture.
But reason to curse about it.
It's just a spillway.
Just a regular old spillway.
Okay, I'm sorry. Dr. Fauci.
Dr. Fauci has some important news. He has assured the world that Santa will not be spreading the coronavirus to anyone this Christmas.
All right.
The nation's leading infectious disease expert told USA Today, quote, Santa is exempt from this because Santa, of all the good qualities, has a lot of good innate immunity.
Yeah,
he told children not to worry, adding Santa's not going to be spreading any infections to anybody.
Did you read the whole thing at the bottom? Bad news for the Easter Bunny.
Oh, yeah. Really?
No, the Easter Bunny will be vaccinated. He'll be fine.
Well,
Tooth Fairy got it, stuff like that. Is that what you
no.
Oh, he's lousy with it.
So thank you, Dr. Fauci. That's some sweet news. Time now to review many things we learned on today's show.
Time now for Things We Learned, brought to you by Grainger. Delivering the products that keep your facility running is what Grainger does best. They've been doing it for 90 years. Visit Grainger.com for whatever you need, whenever you need it. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Now, one of the things we learned was the song. I was wondering, do you have time to recreate this delightful song about your experience with Josh Arnold, Pat Godwin? Now, once again, Josh is, for the first time ever, cooking a turkey. He's very nervous about it.
This is a song where I'm just going to beg. I am on the road doing comedy, not that well known, going through a bad divorce, and after the show I eat alone. It is sad. I live a lonely life in a young folks apartment complex. Girls call me Grandpa Joe. I wave, lock the door, and I eat alone. I eat alone. My son's the only one that will dine with me. That's 'cause he has to. He's not 18 yet. I wish that Josh would invite me to Thanksgiving. Throw me a turkey bone. I eat alone.
Oh, Josh, you gotta invite him over.
Is that right? All right.
Is that right?
Is that right? I'll let you know.
Okay.
I'll let you know. By the way, Pat, I'll let you know means no.
Yeah, it does normally when someone says it like that.
How big a turkey are you going to get?
Probably a 12-pounder.
Get a 14-pound and invite me.
Just 12 pounds.
Yeah.
Just you.
I love leftovers.
Oh, Tom, that is awful.
There are some people coming over Friday.
Aha.
So there'll be leftovers and it'll be good.
Theoretically.
That's right. I might eat a 12-pound turkey.
All by yourself.
That's right. I'll be the first person to die from a tryptophan overdose.
No, John. He fell asleep and never woke
That's
up.
right.
You could have like the tryptofanatics would be a little band of.
Got a gravy IV.
What else did we learn? Let's see.
It's the tryptophanol that gets you.
Okay.
That tryptophan.
We tried to figure out the difference between snooker and billiards, and it's very confusing. There was a flatulence episode at a snooker tournament in Ireland that actually made the International Sports Wire this morning. Let's see. Josh, I think Christy said someday Josh will make a great Santa.
Yes, I think.
You want to hear the snooker fart again?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
Excuse me.
There's a very unfortunate noise there.
That's right.
There's the snooker play-by-play guys.
And accurate, yes.
Yeah. Do they have to even be quieter than the golf guys because they're
I
right
think
there?
so.
In the
They're
room?
right there, yeah.
Yes. Is that, look at that shot. Yes,
They can't say, Noonan, miss it. They can't do that.
Moved it. Okay. Josh, super nervous about making this turkey.
Yep.
We got to get him to calm down.
He cries when commercials are playing. He cries.
We had the following audio submission. This is something new you can do in the Bob and Tom app. Submit your joke of the day. Here we go.
What do you call a crocodile in a vest?
I don't know. What do you call a crocodile in a vest?
An investigator.
Very fine joke. Even though crocodiles and alligators not interchangeable, we killed that. There's a college called, what is it, Malakuta? What was it?
Malakuta, that was it.
Malakuta.
Malacoota.
Malakuta College in Australia. I'm trying to get a sweatshirt. And the Sex Pistol. What's his name again? Johnny Rotten.
Johnny Lydon.
Johnny Rotten apparently made the newswire by having his male member bitten by squirrels or something.
A flea.
And he remains with no talent. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email. BobandTom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.